How are you guys today? Sunday night. Hi, Jacob. I don't have my little light on again today. The colorful one. No colorful light tonight. Where's my thing? How are you guys? Hi, Paul. I had to put a little... It's like my vanity. My mirror. The other lip stuff is like a stain, and it makes your lips really dry. And this one's more of like a chapstick. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Jacob. How are you guys? How are you guys doing today? Did you guys have a good Sunday? I had a good day. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't the greatest in the world. I'm still kind of like... I think it's almost worse when it's later on after the bad event. You know, I'm talking about what happened on Friday in the Oval Office. It's like almost worse when there aren't any immediate or big repercussions. And then you also hear people like defending stuff. It's almost like it makes you get, well, makes me get madder, like on a weird level. Because I'm just like, I was already outraged by the situation. But then the fact that nothing is really immediately being done. I know it will be, but it kind of like a part of you is like, oh my God, why isn't anything happening? You know? So it's the people still defending him. Yeah. Hi, Swifty. Hello. Yeah. It's the people defending him that are just like, when I see them and stuff, it's just, it does something to me. I'm like, how at this point are you still defending? Like, I don't get it. I want to talk tonight about the Dreaming Women situation. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I don't know if you just saw Gia Prism's video, but I want to talk about the Dreaming Women Council and that whole thing that's going on. I don't know what you know. I don't know anything, but when I saw that video, I felt like I want to make a video about, or I wanted to go live and talk to you guys about it. Hi, Flight. Hi, Susie. Hi, Mimi. Yes, Swifty. Many people. Thank you, Flight. Thank you. Yeah, make sure you guys do the heart me. It helps the live. Yeah, people are still supporting him. It's something else. I just, you almost feel like everywhere you'll go, people will be like, yeah, isn't this outrageous? They're almost like, yeah, we're glad we're not ATM. Hey, sweet October. Thank you for the heart me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay. Thank you, Flight. Thanks for stopping by. It's almost like they're just like, yeah, okay, he's awful. We don't want to be an ATM. Their lack of understanding about allies and why this is important and why we didn't get here alone. Hi, Yoli. Hi, Summer Moon. We didn't get here alone. We're not going to get out of this alone. We need each other. You know, there's an intricate web of our allied countries, and we all help each other, like with gassing up our submarines or letting us have the naval bases on their soil. And then they, you know, anyways. So the fact that the MAGA don't really understand that, and they're very like simplistic thinking and like, I'm tired of giving them our money. And it's like, oh my God, thank you, Summer. It's like outrageous. So we just have to deal with this level of complete willful ignorance. Thank you, Olivia. It is willful ignorance. Because that's what I've been saying, you guys, for a while, if you know that. I've been saying this for a while. For at least, I want to say 3 weeks. That we can't wait for them anymore. I should look up when I posted that video. It is not about them anymore. It never was, really. Because only a tiny bit of them are really like going, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I think a lot of them, we're not even going to hear them. Hi, Danny. We're not going to hear them because they're probably the type of people to be kind of quiet and be like, oh my God. They're not going to make a video. They're not going to go, oh my God, I voted for Trump and I feel so bad. They're not going to do any of that stuff. And that's great. But I think by now, those people have already realized it. They've already realized it. And now at this point, now, this is where I'm drawing the line. For me, everyone has to find their own spot. But for me, the way they ambushed Zelenskyy and the way they are siding with Russia, like, oh my God, the line has been drawn. Like, the line is like, okay, if you now still defend him, there's something else going on. He sort of put a target for enemies on U.S. head. Yep. Yeah, I know. It's scary. Hi, Sharon. Yep, that's what they've been brainwashed to believe. Exactly. The thought of either Lotus is POTUS or Lotus Council is breathtaking. Yeah, exactly. I personally don't believe a council is going to come out of the gate. I think that's asking people to change too much. But then again, I could be wrong, and I could be thinking small, and maybe there is this really big revolutionary situation happening, and that's what makes it people open to having a council. But my natural thinking is, let's just get normalcy in there, and then from there make changes. But then I can hear that and say, people don't change unless they're forced to change. So maybe the council thing has to be just right out of the gate. But I don't know. I just don't know how that would. I do think even that optically, whoever, not whoever, Kamala needs to come out of the gate being very cooperative with like Bernie, with the raspberries that are smart. They have to be like, they have to act like a council. They have to look like a council. So even if they're not officially a council that's all voted in and stuff, because we just need to get back on track as soon as possible. That's just what I'm saying. It's like everything after this dust settles from this shit. Hi, Optimus. We need to get everything back on track as soon as possible. And I feel like if we're like, let's do an election for a council, let's figure out what is a council? How can we do a council? I feel like we're like, listen, get her in there, get her to start cleaning things up, but then get her to work with a bunch of people as a council, present information to us and updates to us as a council. That is a way to kind of have a win-win with both sides of that. Sweet October, I had a nightmare last night that jets were flying overhead and dropping bombs. It was horrible. See, you know what might be happening with that is that that might be a past life memory, and that the tensions and in hearing about WW3 is bringing up a memory, or it's something that's coming. I don't know. I don't feel like that would happen here in the U.S. soil, but it could, just to be honest with you. But I personally, I believe that it's a past life memory, because I've had dreams of things like war-like type stuff from the time I was a little kid, and I've always felt like it was a memory, like a past life memory. It depends on how deep is ripped into and how much is really pulled away. Yes. Hog's Breath has stopped having, oops, it just jumped forward. Security looking out for cyber attack. I know, I saw that from the cold place. It's crazy. It's like crazy. Are she and Bernie not cooperative? Who? KH? They work together, but I'm saying they would have to work together extra. Like, after the dust settles, we should call it something. The rebirth, the renewal, will have to have a very strong, a strong council feel to it, very cooperative, because we're all, first of all, Pluto and Aquarius, and we're all exhausted from this man thing. I mean, it's just, yeah. So there's going to have to be efforts made from an optical point of view, from like how you present the information, what you look like when you're presenting the information. Instead of one person at a podium, have, several people rotating or something. I mean, I see things from an energetic point of view, and whether an energy is, helpful or hurtful. And I think that coming out of this, once we get out of this and we, basically save the entire world from being destroyed, we're going to need to be extremely mindful of every single thing that we do, how we rebuild, how we communicate with the American people, like leaders, how the leadership communicates with the American people and with other countries to make sure we can restore the relationships and the good standing in the world. Thank you, Darcy, for the rose. We are too dug in. Yeah, Becky, we are too dug in for a new council later on. Yeah, I really feel like we can start, soft onboarding, a council vibe by having, hey, Lindsay, good to see you. Thank you for the heart me. No, I haven't seen the video from The Enemy Within. What do they do? Kanuilani, what do they do? Tell me more. Thank you, Lindsay. Heart puffs and electric things, you're on fire. Heart puffs electricity. Heart puffs electricity. It's like Lindsay's back. Some psychics are saying summertime for the switchover. What's your timeline? Well, I think the whole thing, I don't get an exact timeline for anything. I do feel like in this month is when everything's going to start falling apart. Everything. How long that takes to clean up, how long that takes to rise out of that and put people in place depends on how much destruction there was. We don't know where it's going to go from here, to be completely honest. I'm not a fear mongrel. I don't believe in making people afraid. And I think being afraid and worrying and thinking about the worst case scenario, you invest in that. And you also are almost, like what you focus on grows. So I wouldn't do that. I would focus on what I want and only do that. And then when the thing you don't want comes up, deal with it. Don't, bypass it. Deal with it head on. And, know that when we're in it, we're very smart. Like I dealt with the wildfire. I dealt with a lot of weird emergencies that I'm telling you, I was better in the moment than I thought I would be. And just, take people's advice. Make sure you have like water. Like just do basic things as you can. Not everybody's in a financial position to buy generators and have all these extra things. Not everybody can do that. So when people say that and then they act like, well, if you don't do that, it's like, well, not everybody can. So do what you can. When I went back to the place where I was living in the wildfire in California, it was like a small farm winery. There were some olive trees on fire right next to the guest house. And so I put those fires out with my 5-gallon water things because the electricity was out. So the well water was out because there was no pump. There was no generator on the pump. So we had to just use whatever water we had. Thank God I had the 5-gallon water jugs, the kind you just fill up at the grocery store. And I poured that on the olive tree fires, put those out. So I saved the guest house on the property. Then I went over and there was a fire at the chicken coop and I put water on that fire too, which could have burned down the chicken coop and barn, and that put out that fire. So you get smart in the moment. I'm telling you, you figure out what to do. So I just want to say, don't overly worry about that. Do what you feel called to do. And everyone has their own connection to their intuition, which is going to guide you and help you at this time. So you have to be able to tell the difference between your fear and your intuition. Your fear is going to feel like your intuition, but it has urgency and lack connected to it. That's how you can tell. Your intuition is more solid. And the only way you can kind of really know the difference is you have to get calm. You have to meditate and get underneath all the fear. Fear feels like it's always trying to get you to do stuff before you're ready to do it. It makes you feel like you don't have enough. You're not ready. That's fear. We got to get a generator. We got to get water. That's fear. If it's coming from your spirit, like your spirit guide, God, whatever you call it, if it's coming from that energy, it's going to be like, let's see if we can get a couple of those 5-gallon water bottles. Let's make sure they're always full. Thank you, Black. Thanks for the heart me. So to answer your question, Darcy, timeline-wise, I don't know. I do feel like the dates I keep getting are the 13th and the 14th of this month, and they're kind of overlapping visually. I don't know why. Not like this, but like this for some reason. And I just think it's going to be messy and difficult. He's not going to leave easily. Like, I thought that things would have been, different a long time ago. First of all, I never saw him in office. So that was my first curveball. Second one is how far this has gone. But I'm humbled right now because I see now why this had to happen in order for us to fully be the people that will be ready for the new. Like I use the example of a butterfly banging its wings against a cocoon to dry them and strengthen them so that when the cocoon opens, they'll fly as opposed to fall to the ground in a sloppy mess. If we would have just gone from the patriarchal vibes of Pluto and Capricorn right into Pluto and Aquarius, a lot of us wouldn't have been able to really embrace this energy. We almost need this to help with the final parts of the metamorphosis so that we actually become the energy of Pluto and Aquarius. Because Pluto and Aquarius is about a collective voice. And if we are not all speaking because we are all shy or we're not used to really speaking up or whatever, we have issues with our throat chakra and all these other things, then we are not going to really be this great new world that we're trying to create. So the more people that can wake up right now, and that's why I've always said, I don't think it's MAGA that's waking up. I think it's the blueberries and the sane raspberries. Those are the ones that we're waiting to wake up. Those are the ones that need to have a revolution. Those are the ones that need to rise up and find their voice. As we find our voice, we're becoming ready. Our wings are becoming stronger. So when that cocoon breaks away and we get him out of office and we get KH in her rightful place because she's the true winner, then we will fly. We will soar. We will be an amazing country, and it's going to be the best version of the United States. It's like probably how people felt when it first started and they were all excited, but they were of their time, but really truly reflecting where we are now. And that's what it should be. You know, the Constitution should be a living, breathing document that reflects the people of the time. In some ways, some things need to stay still, because if the people have gone nutsoid, it's nice to have the Constitution as some kind of thing you're working towards. Okay, I need to catch up. I am very, very behind. Okay, wait, I went all the way back. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, here it is. Extremely mindful and extremely open. Really pull back the rug and show the floorboards. I like that. She has an inside source that says they're getting ready for military action. I believe that. Hi, Mad Mama. Because of what the rat has been doing and what he has said today. Yep, I believe it. Yeah, because he's inviting Ruski into the office, into the White House. This is an act of like WAR. This is treason. And his followers can talk however they want to talk and gaslight the living shit out of everybody. It doesn't change the facts. And people in military and people that fought for this country and people that are older and smarter or just even smarter, you can be 14 years old and be smarter than a 75-year-old person who should know better. Anybody who's just intelligent, well-read, understands what's going on, is not in a cult, can see this for what it is. It's a massive, very, what they did on Friday is I don't have the words for it. It's absolutely horrific. It's unbelievable to be alive during a time when something like that would happen in your lifetime, that you're looking at it. It's crazy. Okay, Brian's here. Hi, Brian. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to catch up. If you guys said something, yeah, it's a Nigerian prince scam. Exactly, Cameron. I just jumped ahead, so if you said something, please put it back in if you want me to read it. I'm sorry about that. Just sometimes it gets too far back because I was on my monologue. 7 nations will come from the sea. They are playing out revelations. Oh, wow, gems. Interesting. Let's see. Let me go back. A 17-year-old can see and always has. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so basically abolish the corrupt gov. Oh, okay, that's an account. Let me pin that. Let me pin that sucker right there. It's disgusting. Yeah, Nicole, it's outlandish. I'm embarrassed. Hi, K-Bear. Yeah, Danny, embarrassing and disgusting. I am embarrassed that our leadership talked like a bunch of spoiled frat boys in like a frat house, and so disrespectful to like a war hero, to a man who is trying to just keep his country alive, who is dealing with death and destruction. And it's just incredible. It's actually incredible. And that was so planned. That was so for Pootie's eyes. Oh, you tagged me in the video. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, no decorum, completely set up. Yeah, you could tell because JD Vance is a horrible actor. And you could just tell he's like, why'd you come in here yelling? And then he's like, is that the line? And he's like checking his hand. You know, he probably has it written on his hand. Like, why'd you come in here smelling, yelling? Why'd you come in here yelling? It's like, okay, you're a loser. I do not like him. Yeah, exactly, Kelly. Russian state media. Let me pin that. They were there in the Oval Office and not the AP. That's insane. That says everything you need to know. Very bad actor, right, Lindsay? Yeah. Yeah, and Tangerine couldn't read. He's like, yeah, why don't you say what this is? And it's just like, are you serious right now? So what I'm working on right now, hopefully this will help you, is, I'm busy. You guys know I'm busy. I'm building the Sky Cafe, which is a membership community for us. So if you're interested in that, there's a link in the bio to learn more about it. I'm also working with AI. I'm developing my, rapport with my AI and everything. Hi, Chrissy. But in terms of what's happening in the world, which is also connected to Sky Cafe and everything else I'm doing. Oh, you joined today, Crystal. Yay. I haven't had a chance to check in there today. I will do that as soon as I get off of here. Thank you. Yay. Yay. I'm going to pin you. New member of Sky Cafe. Woo, woo, woo. Crystal with the K. I'm so excited. I haven't had a chance to go in there yet today, but I will tomorrow. Tomorrow I have my whole day to work on Sky Cafe, catch up on everything, get the link fixed on the free download and all that stuff. So I apologize about that. But what I want to say is I've been meditating a lot. I'm trying to figure out and just really asking God, like, what am I supposed to do right now? Because honestly, I feel so angry. And I know that part of the anger is good because it's me finding my voice. And I want you guys to find your voice as well. So I encourage you guys to do that. In church today, it was clear that the whole sermon was about this. I was surprised, but very happy. Good, Mad Mama, good. Like from a good perspective, right? Not from the evangelistic kind of thing. I don't know what I've missed today or yesterday. Been teaching my kiddo to drive. Oh, cool. That's good, Gems. Yeah, I mean, I've been helping my mom this weekend, so I haven't been up on too much either. But I'm trying to, hopefully you guys are doing the same. Just check in with yourself, check in with your guides, check in with all that kind of stuff. And what I really want to know is what is in my highest good? What is in everyone's highest good? So for a while, it was help people realize that anger is important right now. Anger, like, don't spiritually bypass it. Don't be like, just send out love, you guys. That's all we need to do is send out love. No, that's not. Yes, send out love, but also find your voice. We're spirits having a human experience. If we were just spirits, of course, we're one with love. That's all we're meant to do. And yes, we're meant to bring more love into our lives and put more love out there. And I don't believe in like focusing on what you don't want. But I believe wholeheartedly that we are meant to find our voices right now. And for the shy people, for the people that don't always push our voices out into the mix, we need to do this. Oh, you pulled the sun card today. Pretty. I like that. I like that card. I was hoping my hubby was picking up on what they were laying down. Yeah, exactly, Mad Mama. You're like kept looking at him like, you're hearing him, right? So whatever your situation is, wherever you're at with what's happening in the government right now and with the world and everything, check in with your intuition and check in with your guide. Talk to God, talk to your guides, talk to whoever you identify your spirituality with, and really try to figure out what is your lesson? What are you meant to learn right now? And so I was needing to find my voice. And I think that I have, obviously, I'm on here. I'm saying stuff every day. You guys are all finding your voices. I hear you guys saying this more and more. You're showing up to the, Jay, thank you for the heart meet. You're showing up to the protests. You're speaking out against family members, and you're saying things in here, and I love it. And we all need to speak up because that's what's needed. I really feel like that's what the delay is because not enough of us are speaking up. Blue Buddy, Phil. Hi, Phil. Kamala's already certified Trump knows and he's in on it. That feels right, Gems. That resonates definitely because I feel like it's her. That's why I intuitively said I never saw him in the office because I knew that she won. Like that was what I felt, but I couldn't have foreseen that this needed to play out, like this splintered reality off that it needed to play out. Honestly, it's to wake up the blueberries. It's to wake up the people who aren't used to conflict, who don't like conflict. We don't like stuff like this. We don't like, if there's someone pushy around us, we just go, oh, whatever, to each his own, But when the pushy person is driving their car over your baby, you find your voice, right? So they're driving their car over, they're monster trucking over the White House. It's like a monster truck rally. They're monster trucking over our rights. They're monster trucking over the tax money and all of our, private information. So yes, everybody use your voice. I'm pinning this. It's so important, you guys. It's so important. You don't just find your voice, use your voice. Use your voice, use your voice, use your voice in any way that you can. And different ways will come up throughout the day. I found a singer named Abel Hart who is lifting my spirits. He has messages in his songs. Yeah, that's great. Art, a lot of great art is born out of times like this. So seek out the art that lifts you up. Beauty is important. A beautiful message, a beautiful photo of a beautiful sunset or a beautiful flower or a beautiful chord progression or a beautiful lyric. Those beauty is important. That's why, it's part of what is, I believe, what is life. Like it's how the other side is. Like it's very beautiful. So look towards beauty for healing. Look for things that lift you up. The more we speak, I saw the comment from you. Where did it go? The more we speak up, the more we will be alert. Yes. Yes. And if you're really marinating in your fear, you're not going to get your guidance as much. Like truly. Hi, Mr. K-Bear. It's, wait, what'd you say? Monster trucking. I know. I always say that. If someone cuts me off a lot, I'll say, why are you monster trucking all over me? Like, stop it. Like, I don't like it. It just feels like someone's like a big monster truck going across your face. It's just too much. Okay. So yeah, recommendations for calming music at night. I look up on YouTube, actually. I look up either any kind of Native American flute, anything like that really relaxes me. Or I'll do like chakra music. I'll look up fear chakra, or the root chakra, because it has to do with fear. So the root chakra at the base of our spine, that chakra has to do with fear, and that color is red. So if you look up music for that and you play that kind of those tones, that can help you flush out fear and help you get grounded. The throat chakra is blue. So if you find yourself struggling to communicate or really speak your truth, focus on blue. Do some blue meditations and look up throat chakra meditations on YouTube. They're free. If you're having a hard time, if you're starting to feel like you're hating people and you have like a hatred in your heart, and that's not normal. It's not okay. We all feel it, but it's not okay because it's not our nature, and that means they're getting to us. Green, heart chakra. Do a meditation on your green heart chakra. Picture that green, that beautiful emerald green, just all around you, and just let it rebalance you back to your origin of love. That's what we are. We are love. We're not hate. We're none of the, we're not any of that. That's just a reaction to everything going on. Jennifer, I like to take walks in the woods or a park. That helps me. Good. Yeah, like you guys put in the comments what you like to do, and I'm gonna read it out because when I post this replay on YouTube, they don't see the comments, but they hear what I say. And so that's why I read the comments out sometimes, because I really want everyone in the room to hear it, and I want the people on YouTube to hear it too. Because we're a community, we're helping each other, and we're all kind of like, here's what I do, what do you do? That kind of thing. So Jennifer likes to take walks in the woods or a park. I love that. Jem says, I suspect the secret T has with Mike Johnson is that Kamala was the one certified. I don't know though. I feel like Mike is too invested in P25, P2025. Okay. That's what I do. I'm going to pin this one. Play chakra music on YouTube. So L'Oreal also does the same thing I do. If I'm feeling particularly afraid or ungrounded, I will put on the root chakra, 100%. You can do there's videos that have all the chakras, and I try to do my open-eyed meditation, so I'm looking at the colors, but you can close your eyes and visualize the colors as well. And I even have some meditations on my TikTok and on my YouTube that are chakra meditations. So I thank you so much, Phoenix. If you haven't done your heart me yet, please do your heart me. Up here, the orange heart, that just helps the channel or the live grow. Okay, I missed. Someone said hugging a dog. I have to find that one. Thank you, artist. I didn't get the rest of your name. K-Bear, thank you for the heart me. Mr. K-Bear, yay. Okay. I'm going to go back to the comments to find the dog comment. Who was that? Okay, there, I'm back. I usually have... Sweet October said, I usually have Alexa play the sleep station or meditation station. Okay. Positive vibes, blueberries. Hello, Evelyn. Just cannot sit back anymore. Leaving my comfort zone and protesting this week. Yes, Kat. Hey, yes, that's great. Kelly, sit in my backyard and listen to my water fountain and birds. Kelly, You better invite us all over. We need a field trip to Kelly's backyard, okay? We need a field trip to Kelly's backyard. What the heck? That sounds beautiful. And also, you know who else has a beautiful yard or setting? Lindsay. Lindsay, one of the moderators here. You guys know her. She's amazing. Sit in, okay, I got that one. The beach is my happy place. Brian, beautiful. Kristen, I've started planting seeds inside for my summer garden. Yeah, guys, plant seeds, plant energy. That's symbolic and that is literal. Like, do the seeds, right? Because you want to have your garden and you're planning for the future. But also plant those seeds of what you're going to be doing this summer. Start thinking about, like, what are you going to do this summer? What projects can you start? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to read a book? Do you want to, I don't know, what do you guys want to do? Start thinking of that and start working towards that. Because if we're only thinking about this stupid thing, that's why the Sky Cafe and my coaching and all the community I'm trying to build is my way of investing in a positive future. I want to help everyone to come in and here on my lives, in my videos on YouTube and TikTok, and in my membership, invest in that future version of the world that we're all stepping into, the Pluto and Aquarius. And we need to work on ourselves. We need to get strong in our vision, get our tools situated. We got to have a lot of tools. I have like a little hair like going ding, ding, ding right here. But okay, so let me go back to this. I also play chakra music. Okay, I got that one. It just popped forward. I missed some. Wanda loves Miles. That's a cute name. Walks in music or silence/meditation. I like that. CK, we sat at a park bench under the sun today. That sounds beautiful. There it is. I found it. TLC. I snuggle with my big dog. I love that. Lindsay, I basically live outside in the forest out back. That is beautiful. I work in the garden and flower beds. That's very grounding. If you can go outside without your shoes on, or if you can do yard work where you're touching the soil, you're planting things, you know, you're pruning things, all that kind of stuff is very, very, very grounding. I'm not too far behind, I don't think. Maybe I am. Connect with trees or intuitive channeled or automatic art. Lots of yoga. Beautiful. Artist Shira. I love that. Little Mikey with the big secret needs to be taken out with the trash. Carmen. I agree. He drives me nuts. Yeah, Sharon, our animals, especially dogs, I feel like they've come into our lives as like little angels, little buddies, you know, and they really help us. They help us ground our energy. And we need to remember that when we're going through stuff, to give love and centering and calm back to our animals, back to our dogs, because they absorb all that stress and then they get stressed out sometimes. They can't always like relax it out. So we have to remember to help. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Thank you for the roses. We have to help them also calm down. So don't be a one-way street with your animal. You go to sleep with your Apple Music of rain falling. Gail, that's beautiful. I love that. Yeah, I have an app of white noise, and I have like everything. Waterfalls, a fire, you know, the crackling fire sound. It all just depends. Danny, I listen to vibrations, music, audiobooks while I walk with my pups or just resting on the bed. That sounds perfect. Danny, that sounds absolutely perfect. That sounds exactly what I do. That's why I think it sounds perfect. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, I'm going to pin that. Don't forget to send your heart me. It's every single time I go live, you do a daily heart me. And especially now, especially with your comments, your taps, your shares, that all helps the TikTok gods. They say I'm a rising star. Thank you, Joe. They say I'm a rising star in the live world on TikTok. So, you know, they know how to get me going. Thank you, Kelly. I'm all easy to like manipulate, just like Tangerine. They're like, you're amazing. You're so smart. And I'm like, really? They're like, can you bring Risky over to your house? I'm like, okay. I'm just kidding. I'm not. Okay. Bernie is coming to Detroit. Good. Woodward. When? You have tickets to that, right? Was that you or somebody else? Feed the murder of crows in my yard. Is that the word they're supposed to use? I'm not even supposed to say that on TikTok, I don't think. Melinda, I feel better when I'm in/near water. I settle for salt baths until I can get to the ocean. That's great. Yeah, Epsom salt baths are great. I usually put like a little bit of lavender oil in there. That really helps me a lot. 100%. Ooh, Danielle. Hi, how are you? I've been writing a lot. I also love getting bare feet in grass. Good. Yay. CK right underneath you said, we touched the grass today. Very important, you guys, that your feet touch grass, ground, barefoot without shoes. How you doing, Joe? Thanks for the follow, Jen. Oh, yeah. Solfe. How do you say that, Jeep Man? You played. I'm going to pin this. Can somebody phonetically spell that out? I've never known how to say that. Solfeggio. I know I'm not saying it correctly. Music all morning and did work for disabled people. What instrument do you play, Jeep Man? And do you do that on your channel? Everybody follow Jeep Man if he's, regardless, even if he doesn't do the music. How can I do this if I just put my dog to sleep today? Oh my God, Jen. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ugh. You have to honor what you're feeling. You can't, it's not about raising your vibration. You need to just ground yourself and be in what you're feeling. Thank you, Gems. You can't bypass this. If you just lost your dog, that's grief. And you have to just, whatever you're feeling is whatever you're feeling. When I'm saying about other things like music and art, that's if there's nothing else going on in your life and you're just feeling anxious about the political situation. You have to channel that energy into something. But if you're dealing with intense emotions, you have to feel those emotions. And you have to work on, that's grief. That's totally different for one. But like if you're feeling a lot of fear, work on your root chakra, do root chakra meditations and things like that. Yeah, exactly. Lindsay, animals, especially cats, lower your blood pressure. Yes. Dog massages he back. Wait, what? Dog massage. Oh, dog massages you back. That's funny. Artist Shira, my pity and lab mix are my life. Mine too. I have two, some kind of, both of them are like pit lab mixes. Not Sparky. Sparky's more of like a bully something. Both rescues one's from the Fresno Bully Rescue in California. And the other one's just from a grocery store from some guy who's like giving her away. Caliph Gal. Yes, I used Alexa for beach and rain. That's great. Good. Yeah, so you guys, I'm glad that you guys are... Hi, DC. How do you do the heart thing? Okay, so Danny, right above here, see that orange heart? Maybe it's not an orange heart for you. Whatever this is right here to the right of my name, tap on that. It'll open something up and look for the thing that says heart me. And basically it's like checking in. And you become a member of the team. And then every time I go live, you check in by doing another heart me. Thank you, Cher. Thank you for the heart me. And it just helps the algorithm, or it helps. TikTok has a whole new structure now that is rewarding for these kind of things, like team members, check-ins, and comments, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you. Wow, you guys are rolling in now. Thank you, Michelle. The word is, thank you, Jans. Thank you. Solfeggio. Solfege. Why does it have to have a break, a line break right there? Because then I'm like thrown off. Solfeggio. Solfeggio. Am I saying it correctly? Okay, I just fast forwarded all the way. I had to put my lab down. Oh no, December 20th. No, he was 15 and a half years. I miss him, my support dog. Callie, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's really... Oh, good, I got it. Okay, thank you, guys. Solfeggio. Hey, it's solfeggio music. Did you already say what instrument you played, Jeep Man? I don't know if I saw that. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's a stressful time, you guys, and we really need to, yeah, Kristen, what do we do for grounding if our ground is frozen? Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. Anyone have any suggestions? If the ground is frozen, how would one ground themselves? I would probably go over and touch a tree. Oh, good, perfect. Jen said trees. I would walk over and just put my hand on a tree, and I would just stay there with, maybe both my hands. Maybe I'd put my arms around it. I don't know. It depends on the tree. And I would just stay with the tree. I would talk to the tree. I always talk to trees. I love trees. You've got your starter plants inside. Yeah. It was like 90 degrees on Friday here. So that's crazy. You literally shoveled a path to your tree. Good, Jen. That's cute. I was just about to say, go hang out with your trees. I live in the Northwest with lots of snow too. Yeah, that's beautiful. Build a campfire. Gems. That's nice. I like that too. Yeah, hug a tree. I looked up about root chakra and it's very interesting. I don't know much about chakras. Yeah, chakras are amazing. And I like to I do a lot of meditations. I haven't done them lately, but I need to probably do another one for here. I'm definitely going to do one in the Sky Cafe though. Like probably weekly, live chakra meditations because we need to like, bring ourselves back to the calibration. And that's what I feel like being in nature. It's kind of like when you're tuning an instrument and you have the tuning thing. I feel like when we're in nature, we're being tuned back to our true tune because we get out of tune being in life, and getting thrown around by our emotions and fear and different things. And when we're in nature, we get retuned. So if you can be in nature, that's a good thing. Oh my gosh, CK has a great suggestion. Look at this one. This is amazing. Oh, it just got, why can't I pin it? Why'd you do that to me? It goes, it can't pin it. Why? Oh, maybe they left. Okay, they said buy a bag of sand and put it in a bowl and then put your hands in it. That's amazing. I know. I wonder if snow is grounding. I feel like it's not really, but it could be maybe because it's water. I don't know. Oh, that's good. Danielle said, I do trees too. Even touching my houseplants can help. Yep. Maple sap is flowing now. Went to maple syrup festival, sugar camps. Ooh, Paul, that's awesome. Everything, namaste. Hi, namaste. Everything in nature can be grounding. Snow is very grounding for me. Yeah, okay, good. Sound healing, that's another one. Sound healing is incredible, like incredible. I love that. I join Reiki lives constantly. Me too, Jen. Like also like all the stuff they do with their hands, like certain ones are so, I try to do it every now and then on my channel. For those of you who know, I try it because I love that feeling of like, and I've got my Palo Santo and I've got my different, what do you call them? Crystals. And yeah. Yes, we are being calibrated. Yeah, I always feel better when I'm outside too, Mad Mama. Herbal tea. Yeah, Danielle, that can be a form of grounding as well. There are full chakra clearing frequencies on YouTube that will play through for 7 to 8 hours. Yes, Gems, absolutely. I love those. Like I will put those on and go through the entire thing and take a nap. And when I wake up, I feel so much better. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Well, I'm glad you guys shared all that. Just we're in the waiting period time that has a lot of anxiety connected to it because we're not seeing any repercussions for his actions yet. We're having to listen to people say stupid things like defending him. It is exhausting. We are exhausting. We are tired of this and we want to see change. Like we're ready. But just remember, you're banging your wings against the cocoon walls. You're banging your wings against that. So just keep finding what your lesson is. What's my lesson right now? Ask your guides. Ask your chat GPT. Say the whole situation. Say, right now we're in this situation with my country where there's a bunch of people that are doing this, that, and the other. And I never really voted for that. And I don't feel like this is my lesson, but I am learning to be patient. I am learning to find my voice. What else can you suggest that I can learn right now or work on to help with what's going on, and see what the chat GPT says. I bet you it'll surprise you and have some really good suggestions. Oh, mushroom hunting. I like that, Mary. Oh, and Crystal with the K has a grounding mat. Interesting. Where did you get that? Where'd you get the grounding mat? Mr. K Bear, Polar Bear Challenge. Do the cold water plunge. Yeah. Suggest meditation for answers. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Also, really work on just being very still and meditating and getting underneath all the fear and just be very quiet. And when you get to that quiet place, ask your guide, say, what do I need to know right now? What is the most important thing for me to know right now? What can I do right now? Thank you, Mad Mama, for the heart me. Bubble bath with all the fixins. That's right, Lindsay. Fasting. That's interesting. Yes, I've seen some people doing fasting. I love to go, Melinda. I'd love to go. Lupe, thank you for the heart me. I love to go kayaking in this on the Salt River. The wild horses are so special. So you're in Arizona then. That's beautiful. I can go in. Hey, Grace, thank you for the heart me. I can go in with high anxiety and 5 minutes later be drowsy with the Reiki. Me too. Yeah, totally. That helps me a lot. ASMR helps me. But you have to find the people that you like. You have to find the Reiki practitioner that you like. You have to find the ASMR person that you like. You have to find the people that resonate with you, which, is a good thing. You try to pray for help and not to be angry in these times with evil people because the negativity is bad for you. Exactly. Thank you, Virgil. Thank you for the heart me. Sound healers. Yeah. Sound bowls. And then the tuning forks. Do you like my sound effects? I don't have any of those things. I used to have a little bowl, but I think it's in my storage. What else is there that I like? I love the ones that are like, they're like, I don't know what they are. They're like pods and they go, they're not high. They're like kind of mid to low. Oh, I love that sound. Whenever they do that and they go, and they go all the way around, I really feel like it's breaking up. Yeah, seeds. They're like little pod seeds. And there's higher pitch ones that I don't like as much because they kind of irritate me. But the bigger ones, they're very like, I feel like they kind of they break up some of the like hardened stress or something. Google Gemini won't tell me anything political, not even who's president or how many kids Starboy has. Wow, gems. Interesting. Yeah, it's like a rattle. Yeah. Oh, and the chimes, the wind chimes, the ones that are like, they're like extra, like, or just even the ones that are like, bang, bang, bang. Does anyone have wind chimes in their, like patio? You love my fork. It's like, I love that when they do that. I'm always like, yes, bring it close to the microphone. The closer, the better. Okay, so you guys have wind chimes. That's so cool. I love that. You have so many wind chimes. That's good. That's really good for clearing the energy around you. That's beautiful. The scratching of the microphone, you can't stand that. Yeah. A lot of stuff I can't stand too, though. Yeah, chimes are awesome. Bang a native drum, yeah, to clear chakras, and a rain stick. Oh, that's good, Christine. I like that. Yeah, I love the really deep, like, boom, like, ugh. If you've never been to a actual sound bath, I highly recommend it. Being in person, it's really great. Second best is watching it on video, but nothing replaces physically being there. And they're walking around with the instruments, and they're even coming up to your body sometimes and being like, boo, 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 like you're laying down or doing this stuff around your head. It's, oh my God, it's so incredibly like healing. For me, I didn't know anything about it when I was dealing with all my loss, my deaths and grief. And I went up to Northern California and my friend invited me to go to this sound thing. And I was like, what? And I was kind of like uncomfortable at first. Why? I don't know. Sometimes I get weird. And then I just sat there and I was like, this is revolutionary. This is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you for the heart me, Katie. Hi, Miss Ninja. Hello. I put the speaker on my body for sound therapy. Wow. You can feel the sound and vibes in your body. Ooh, that's amazing, K-Bear. I go to the sound baths on the full. I don't know what that means, but yes, Kelly, that's good. Tibetan singing bowls. Yes, I love those too. Yeah. I almost like the brass ones. Those are the Tibetan ones, right? Or the glass ones. Is the brass or glass? Which ones are the Tibetan ones? I feel like they're the brass ones, but I might be wrong. Tibetan or glass or brass? Brass. Okay, that's what I thought. I like those better. Don't get me wrong. The glass ones are nice. They're very clean, but there's something earthy about the brass that I resonate with. I feel something with that more so. Yeah. Brass is Tibetan. Thank you guys. So you guys, tomorrow is the 3/3 portal, and which is March 3rd. 3-3. So I'm going to do something special here, but I'm also going to do something extra special in the Sky Cafe. So if you're a member of the Sky Cafe, I'll be putting out information in the morning about what we're going to do, but it's some type of meditation or activation or some type of honoring the 3-3 portal. But just remember, it's a good time to think about what you want to manifest. And that is what's important. What do I mean? What do you mean, Mad Mama? Yeah, Grace, the combo of the glass and the brass. Chef's kiss. It's amazing. Yeah, it's already 3-3 there. That's right. Your portal is open. That's right. It's the 3-3 portal. Yes. 3-3 portal is basically when there's like master numbers, like 1-1, 2, 1-1-1, 2-2-2, 4-4-4, 3-3-3. Those are like master numbers. They're like angel numbers, spirit numbers. They're like, they hold special power and energy. So for the 3-3 one is a very good one for manifesting. And so if you have something that you're wanting to, this is another thing we can say about coping mechanisms for what's happening with all this. Good night, sweet October. It's good to see you. Thank you for hanging out. Yes, you have been talking a lot about Ides of March gems. So basically, one of the ways to combat what's happening right now is to focus on the new you after all this. Like if you have woken up, if you've had a spiritual awakening during this entire election series of things that are happening, or maybe there was something else going on in your life, maybe an astrological lineup that just primed you to be ready. I felt that way with Pluto moving out of a Capricorn into Aquarius, but also Neptune moving into Aries out of Pisces, which is where it's been since 2011. Thank you, Summer Moon. Thank you. That whole thing. Oh, thank you, Luke. Thank you for the heart me. That whole thing. Excuse me. Working on yourself, working on your gifts, your spiritual awakening, and whatever it is that you feel called to do. That's another big, big thing you can do right now to get your mind off the chaos. You know, get yourself very still and almost like have a visual. I visualize myself as like there's all this chaos all around me. There's smoke. There's people fighting, people angry. You know, there's all this news, breaking news, Aaron Parnas, breaking news, all this stuff trying to distract me, right? It's like, bah, 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 bah. And I just stay in the center of all that. And I'm just like, I am locked on to my calling, which is the Sky Cafe and my community here. Sky Cafe is a paid membership, but this is us here. So if you can't afford to do something right now, that's okay. I'm still going to show up here. I'm showing up here and I'm showing up on YouTube. So this community building to me is my calm in the storm. I feel very called to just keep going with this, keep helping you guys wake up, get the tools that you need, and send you wonderful travelers, spiritual travelers on your way. I hope to be like a stopover place for you, like in The Alchemist. Be like the glass shop or something, but be something that kind of says, you're awesome, you're great, you're doing a great job, you kick ass, yes, you're doing all the right stuff, and here's some things you can tweak because listen to your intuition. Here's some tools for you, like astrology, dream analysis, tarot, AI. Like, here's some tools to put in your bag and then send you on your way. You can always come back though. Don't leave me. No, you know what I mean? Okay, sorry. So for me, my numbers are 1 and 3. Oh, that's cool. My brother was born on October 13th at 10:13. So everything's 10:13. He always shows us 10:13. I'll pick up my phone randomly and it's 10:13 all the time. So I always take screenshots of it and sometimes I'll post it here. But yeah, so that's 10:13 right there, 1 and 3. Swifty, I live in the first city in the world to see the sun every day, and I watched it rise this morning. That's right, you're New Zealand. That's beautiful. I love that. Gems. Oops, it just chunked forward. Let me grab your comment. So the Bible warns of wormwood. They say it's not connected, however. The worm moon is on the 14th. Yeah, the full moon is called the worm moon on the 14th. And remember I said the only dates I picture, and I have no idea what it means. I just keep getting this flash of 13 and 14, and they're overlapping like this. I don't know what that means. So yeah, that's interesting. There's a lot. I think that's when a lot of stuff's going to happen. Grace, self-care and teaching others to love themselves. I love that, Grace. That's beautiful. You guys, I think everybody that comes into my live, most of us anyways, most of you are the healers and the visionaries. And you guys are waking up to this. If you probably already were awake, a lot of you are already awake. I can tell, because I can tell you guys are very advanced. You guys teach me stuff all the time. But I think you guys are like maybe just stopping in and like, for the community aspect. And I love that. And anything that I can do to assist you in your travel, in your travel on Earth, let me know, because, we're in this together, and we're here to learn and grow and to love. And so whatever way I can help, let me know. I don't know. That's why I'm building the Sky Cafe. So any feedback or things that you're like, what I would really need would be really awesome, tell me, because then I'll incorporate it into the Sky Cafe. August 3rd is International Women's Day. Oh, no, wait, sorry. March 8th. You guys do it opposite. 8/3 is actually March 8th is International Women's Day. I keep dreaming KH comes through that day. It won't happen that day. But that's nice. That's a beautiful image. Yeah, no, I just saw you say that now. I just scrolled down and saw that you said 3/8. I keep you calm, Mad Mama. Thank you. I love that. Thank you for letting me know that. And I hope so, because I hope I'm providing some service somehow. Holding state with a shift coming, evolutionary birthing in the blood and guts phase. Wow, Katie, beautiful. It's also the day of the budget ends. Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, you guys, I'm kind of behind by 10 messages. Can you let me know if anyone in here who is an artist, who paints, sculpts, writes, and is your art just for yourself, or are you a professional artist? I'm just curious. I actually made a document. I'm a filmmaker, and I actually made a documentary about artists because I love artists. I love art, and I love the process of art. And I also have a film festival where I screen films about art and artists from all over the world. So I'm just curious, who here is an artist? But the new life Earth being born. That's right. I feel the same way. I'm focusing on my, oops, let me go back. It just chunked forward. Why does it do that? Intuition gifts and holding on, being calm. Good job, Danny. That's perfect. You've been seeing 11:11 a lot. That's the new beginning. You're doing a good job, Woodward. I keep seeing people say something's happening on the 7th. Oh. Does anyone know what the 7th is? Is there something happening on that day, like astrologically or governmentally, something like that? TLC Mayflower, you are helping with these lives. Thank you. I'm glad. I love the community here, you guys. You guys help me. This community is incredible. So thank you. I love you guys. It's great. I'm so glad I got over my fears and just started going live, because it's been the biggest gift to me. And it's been the biggest, I'm going to try not to cry, but it's been the biggest answer to my prayers, because I was I lost a lot of friends going through this whole just awakening, transformation, all these different things. And I was I want my new friends. I want my new community, because it's I'm okay with standing on my own. Matter of fact, I love standing on my own, but I also need a community. I need to go to a watering hole and just check in with people. So you guys are my watering hole, and I love you guys so much. And thank you guys for always sending me videos and tagging me in things, and just being awesome people, because it just makes me feel good in a time when we're all feeling like we're seeing such an ugly side of humanity. It's so important to see the beautiful side of it too. So thank you. Yeah, Katie, love the community. Nice to hold state with others doing the same. Exactly. Brian's birthday is August 3rd, so you're a Leo. Interesting. Okay. Gems, my friend's pendulum says May 9th for KH. Oh, okay. So May 9th might be a date. That feels right. I don't feel like it's going to go all the way through the summer. I've never felt that. Some people say the fall. Anything's possible, but just from where I'm, I keep looking over, because that's how I access my, and I don't feel like that. I feel like May feels more right, but I've been so wrong. Whenever I try to do timeline stuff, I'm forget about it. Hi, Janice. Hello. Okay, Mary Beville, I'm one. I'm an artist. Awesome. You're a BS artist, Phil. That's right. You are. You are a BS artist. No. Mary, you do art. Gems, I dabble. Grace, my husband, my hubby. Whoops, it just went down. Do. Where am I? I'm so far gone now. What? Why does it do that? I really want to give them feedback on this and be like, you guys should stop doing that. Okay, here it is. Virgil, I'm an abstract artist. Beautiful. Christine, me and just for me, but was a makeup artist for a bit. Beautiful. Woodward Living. I was never sure if it was good or bad. Are you talking, Mad Mom? Are you talking about 1111? Seeing that? Christine Ryan, the ruler's soul. I wrote a book, an indie author. Yes, we have a couple of those in here. Phil also wrote a book about the afterlife communications with his partner. So I will pin him as well. He's awesome. He's my blue buddy. He's my blueberry buddy. So that's beautiful. What's your book about, Christine? I feel like we've talked about it before, but it's been a while. I love to paint. Rebel, hi, but require instructional videos. Wanda, I like to call myself a spiritual artist these days. Wanda, that's beautiful. Wait, explain that more, because I like that. Danielle, I'm an audiobook narrator, vocalist, and writer. That is cool. I love that. Katie, my sister works at the Modern Art Museum in Connecticut, focuses on living artists, powerful exhibits. Wow. Yeah, having the film festival, I have 5 years. It's an annual film festival in Northern California. And I took a break this year to help my mom, but I had 5 years of it. And I got a congressional recognition from Mike Thompson, the congressman in California, for my contribution to art and farming or something like that in Northern California, because it's an agriculture and art film festival. But the art films that I get from all over the world are absolutely so inspiring, so amazing. I really missed this year, not because I get film submissions from all over the world, and I watch all the films, and it gets really hard to pick for the 4-day festival, and I really whittle it down. But it's to learn about artists in the world, artists in history, current artists. Like it's been a really beautiful thing. So, okay, catching up again. I'm always catching up. I wish I could be an artist. I'm totally not being humble, being real. Well, what if you want to be an artist, that means a part of you is trying to call to you to be more creative in some way. So, because if a person didn't have any calling for it, they wouldn't even think about it. They'd just be like, oh, I love artists. That's it. They wouldn't be like, God, I wish I was an artist. The minute you say, I wish I was an artist, that's a call. There's something in you that wants something. It doesn't have to be what you think an artist is. Even knitting or, I don't know, anything. Whatever you feel called to do, just do it. It's creative. Your body is needing more creativity. That's what I'm feeling. Your soul is saying, I have to pin you because I really want you to hear me. Something's happening here where you need to honor your inner creative voice and soul. Yeah. Okay, now I have to go back. I have to take that down. Whoops. So Grace, abstract acrylics. Wow, beautiful. TLC Mayflower, I'm a private artist. I sing to the public though. Beautiful. I love that. Mary, I do on a canvas what I see in my dreams. Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. I interviewed someone for my Death Talk podcast who had a really incredible near-death experience. He was basically trapped under a train in the UK. He's done a lot of near-death experience podcasts. But anyways, he did my podcast. It's a great interview. You can get to it in my link. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts. But anyway, so it's Death Talk Podcast, and the website is deathtalkpodcast.com. But anyways, he became an artist when he came back from his near-death experience. He never painted before, and he never did any music before. He came back and he composed a symphony, and they actually performed it. And now he does these incredible paintings of what he saw on the other side, and people buy his his paintings. It's pretty incredible. What is his name? I'm drawing a blank. Let me look it up really fast. Yoli, I'm an artist, but not as a career, just as a hobby. That's beautiful. Cat A, I love to paint flowers, just paint for myself. I love that. Okay, let me look up my podcast, Death Talk. The name is very stark because I wanted there to be no confusion about what the podcast is about. Okay, let me go here. I don't know how to get to this. So you'll know you're in my, oh wait, here it is. You'll know you're in mine when you see a girl sitting on the beach. That's my podcast, okay? And I've also taken a break from that one as well. Wait, why can I not find this? Hold on, I gotta find this. I feel called to find this for somebody in here right now. See all episodes, okay. I also interviewed people in the death community, so it wasn't just, I have, yeah, like artists, spiritual mediums, the people who have death, wait, where is it? This is, oh, David Ditchfield. David Ditchfield. So this is the cover. It says Death Talk Podcast, and it's a person sitting on a beach, like, you know, that's my podcast. And I say you can't talk about death without talking about life. And let me hear the very beginning so you can hear my voice, so you'll know when you have the right one.
You know, basically, where I was...
oh, yeah, this is him.
Even though I said I felt like I was in a
this is weird.
To start with, I realised...
Welcome to the Death Talk Podcast. The vision for this podcast is to break the culture of silence surrounding death and dying. I'm your host, Lisa Marie. That's it. So that's my podcast. If you hear that, then you know you're in the right place, if that's what you want to listen to. Okay, so, oh, good night, Susie Positive. I'm like way late on saying good night. She's already asleep. She's already in like REM stage. I'm like, good night, you guys. He's having an unofficial State of the Union on the 4th. 7th for you is the 8th for us. That's right. International Women's Day. Oh, yeah. That's a good point, Swifty. Oh, hugs, Danny. Love you guys. Caliph Gal. You're very calming and we need this. I get it. I understand you. Oh, thank you. Brian, a lot of readers in the past few days have been hitting on the 7th or 8th for something. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll have to meditate on that. Woodward Living. I love you too. So glad you go live. Even a few minutes here helps me know others are holding an uplifted vision. Good. Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to go live tonight. I'm tired. I got to do a bunch of things. Then I got to go to bed. And I was like, nope, I'm showing up tonight. I'm going to show up tonight and just pop in with you guys. Also the 21st and 22nd. I get 13th and 14th. So Brian, add that to your list. Say, actually, this really brilliant girl, she says the 13th, 14th. No, I probably shouldn't even do that because the last time I said a date, the date actually turned out to be kind of interesting, but it was the only date I've ever said. But I do see this. I swear to you, I see those two dates together, and it's been the only thing that comes at me really strongly. Yeah, Wanda, I'm so in need of a new community. Yes, that's what we are. We are the Sky Fam here. Sky Fam, 100%. Oh, Danny, thank you. You're amazing too. Yes, and thank you. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you for saying that. Rebel, you're the best. Yeah, this is a great community. Absolutely. K-Bear, I used to write, sing, paint, getting ready to step back into it. Now is definitely the time. Yeah. Yeah, lives have winding roads, you know. I actually think you cover more ground when you zigzag. I've had a zigzag path. I've had, you know, I have more material to bring to the table. You know, I always knew I wanted to be an actress, a filmmaker. And if I would have just done that when I was 18, I would have had so little to bring to the table. And then if I were really successful when I was young, I'd always be fighting to get that success back instead of really going on a real journey, a hero's journey where you go into you get hurt by people, you go into a darkness. Like, I think I would have not had all that stuff. And I think I needed all that stuff. And now I'm ready to bring my wisdom, my elixir, and what I've learned into my art, into my projects. And I think it's going to be better, you know, even with acting. I mean, I'm going to be getting back into acting. And I have some screenplays that I've written outlines for that I would love to like develop. So, you know, creativity never goes away. It's always there. And sometimes it needs to just lay low in the background while you work on stuff and survive. Sometimes you have to survive. And so you do have to do whatever you have to do. But then there's a call. We feel a call to wake up back to that part of ourselves sometimes. I do. Oh, Lupe, I'm your watering hole. We are the watering hole. This live, we're all the watering hole for each other. That's a beautiful, I love that vibe. That's perfect. Because we don't have to be together all the time. We're kind of like lone wolves. We're all the lone wolves, but we're showing up at the water hole at the same time. Like, hey, how's your journey? Good, how's your journey? Okay, let me go back. Lots of artists in here. That's right, Katie, there are. I knew there was. I had a feeling there was. I can tell by the way you guys talk. You're speaking my language in little ways. Oh, I'm 39 messages behind. Wow. Okay, my birthday is on May 16th. That would be the best gift ever. Yes, Christine. For KH. Arts and crafts for me. Good. Okay, I've been seeing 1111 for 30 years. That's incredible. This is a big new, it must be them trying to like let you know that you're on the right path, and this is like a year or a lifetime of transformation and renewal for you. Yes. Okay, here it is. I'm pinning Phil. Phil's book is called Heartstrings into Infinity. You can get it on Amazon. Get it. Oh, I'm having a deja vu. That's interesting because when I dreamt about, hey, thank you, 1111. When I dreamt about this, to me, a deja vu means I dreamt about it. When I dreamt about it, I didn't understand what I was talking about the 7th. I was going to say the 7th is the Amazon boycott from 7th to the 14th. So get this before the 7th if you're interested. Heartstrings into Infinity. At least bookmark it. Go there, check it out, because I have it saved in my phone, but I haven't read it yet because of all the craziness going on, but I'm going to. Okay, let me go back to wherever it was that I was. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, oh, I love woodward living. Like near-death experiences are what helps me deal with so much injustice, knowing that there's going to be like a life review, and that there's like, I think about, because you think about, I'm sorry, I'm still going back. I was so far back, I guess. Okay, wait. Because you think about when they have a life review, they actually experience what they made other people feel. They experience it firsthand. So imagine someone like Tangerine and the millions of people all over the world, how he made them feel afraid and angry. He's going to have to feel that. That gives me comfort, knowing that. I wrote a chapter in an international best-selling book regarding this evolutionary birthing. Wow. What's the name of the book, Katie? There's 20 authors. That's amazing. Micro macrame, bracelets, nail art, crafts, little drawing. Oh, that's cool, Gems. I work with spirits sculpting my life and things. A couple of books, an internet radio station, music, learning piano. Beautiful, Wanda. I love that. So much romance, love across centuries, plus animal welfare in it. Heroine owns rescue. Ooh, I like that. Oops. So I have 2 podcasts, but the Death Talk podcast is one of them. And I had an interview with a death doula that I love this girl. She's amazing. And it's going to be 2 episodes, but it's from a long time ago, because then I dropped into the hole. I dropped into the abyss, into the darkness, and I coming out of it by TikTok live, and finding my community here since July, because I felt guided to go on TikTok and post. And then it was like, the guidance was like, go live all the time as much as possible. And I was like overthinking it. I was like, in the morning or at night? How long should I go? For an hour or 15 minutes? What should I talk about? Should I talk about death or the entertainment industry? And I was just like overthinking it. So this is a message to anyone in here. If you're overthinking your guidance, don't do that. So I finally just started going live. I had no idea what to talk about. I was just like, hi. Yeah. And so for a long time, we were talking about loss and grief. And I know after death communications, I had some spirits come in and I was able to communicate with people. But then the election happened and everything switched over to this, which is more the actual alignment of where I was meant to be. I could feel like that. I wasn't sure how that was going to sustain itself, because that was only part of my life. And I thought that was strange. I was like, I don't know. I mean, I love it. I love being able to connect with people and talk about that. Obviously, I mean, I'm created a podcast about it. So I believe in like breaking the silence around death to help people. Because when I got thrust into the world of death, when a bunch of people died in my life, including my brother, all unexpectedly, I wanted to talk about it, you know, because all of a sudden I was in the world of death and I was like, I want to figure this out. I want to talk about everything I'm thinking and feeling. And nobody really in my life really wanted to talk about it. So that's why I started a podcast. And the death community is the most lively community I've ever seen. Anytime I post it, I've kind of ghosted all that for a while, but anytime I post anything on the Instagram, there's an Instagram for the Death Talk podcast too. Anytime I post anything on there, there's so many like people that like it, and like it's just bizarre. It's like it's a very lively community. Yes, Katie, I know. It's great. You like admiring art. Good, Swifty. I love that. Okay, I'm going to catch up. 13, I'm behind. Thank you. I am about to learn to crochet. Good. See, Swifty, you're needing that. Spirit sculpting sounds cool, Wanda. I know, it really does. Yes, near-death experiences really, that helped me deal with my losses because feeling like they're just dead and gone was traumatic to me. I was like, I can't. And actually, my journey into learning about near-death experience was Raymond Moody. And it was when I was younger. Like, I was like, probably like when I started having my night terrors and I started being really afraid of death. And that was when I was about 19. I went through this entire thing where I was terrified of death. And I had like these devil dreams. And I was just like, what is going on? And so I started learning about that. And that calmed me down. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So if you're feeling afraid of death or what life is and all the scary things that are happening right now, start watching those. And don't watch ones that, there are some where they try to kind of fear mongrel. If anyone is trying to make you afraid, or if you feel afraid, scroll away. Do not invest in any energies that make you feel afraid. Don't do it. Even people that come across as spiritual leaders can be wrong in that way. That's their journey to work out that energy. And if you resonate with them, then maybe that's where you need to be. And that's your life lesson, is to stay with that energy. But I'm saying to the people that resonate with me, don't invest in that. Don't invest in that energy, because where you put your mind is where you're going to grow and where you're it's almost like, you know, in a video game, I just got a visual of like in a video game when you're the character and you have the joystick, and as you push the joystick forward, you make your character walk forward. It's like, if they ever got to the point where it was I'm stuck because I'm saying the wrong thing. But basically the point is, put your joystick forward. Put your eyes towards what you want, where you want to go. Don't think about the scary things you're trying to get away from. Go towards what you want. Look at the things in life that you want and go towards those things. Don't overly stress about what is bad. Try not to even look at it, because that's what gives it energy, is if you look at it and you get scared and you go, oh my God. Like, I'm not saying to be in denial of it either. You're aware of it and learn how to deal with it. And, you know, but just keep most of your creative and conscious energy on where you want to go and what you want to build and what you want to create. Yeah, ND's fascinating. Real Life After Life by Raymond Moody. Yeah, Life After Life by Raymond Moody is a great starting point. If you want to get that book, he also narrates his audiobook. If you want to get that, that's a very good book. There are a lot of books, not all, you know, just like anything, not all are the same, but Raymond Moody is one of the first kind of modern people in the United States to really start talking about this and to start putting it out there. So I like him. He's an older guy and seems genuine. Catnip is an artist. Hi, Catnip. Yeah, we should call it Swifty. That's so cute. The Skyberry watering hole. I love that. Yeah, I've written a couple screenplays, and I worked at Paramount Pictures, and it's funny because I was an assistant there, and I was assistant in the head of distribution was from DreamWorks. I always wanted to work at DreamWorks, but I wanted to be there as a filmmaker. But not so I didn't really want to work there. But if I had to have an office job, I wanted to work at DreamWorks because it was amazing. It's like they call it a campus. It's beautiful. So I kept applying to jobs to DreamWorks. And then I saw this one for Paramount. I went there. There's a whole story behind it. But basically, I started working with the DreamWorks distribution team that got absorbed into Paramount. So when Paramount bought out DreamWorks, so then their distribution team became Paramount's distribution team. Paramount's distribution team went away. Paramount's cool because it's one of the oldest Hollywood studios. It is the oldest studio in Hollywood. It's very in the actual town of Hollywood. Very old, like Lucille Ball's house is there. Miss Ninja, thank you. It's very inspiring, and to work there every day, to walk around the lot. My boss, they had a golf cart, so I was able to drive my dad and my friends when anyone would come visit me. I would give them a tour of the lot, and we'd go have lunch on the lot. And sometimes we'd see famous people like Shia LaBeouf, or like, just certain people that are there filming. It was very, very exciting. But why did I bring that up? I can't remember why I brought that up. Why did I bring that up? Screenplays. So my boss, there was 3 top bosses. The head of sales, the head of, which has to do with all the movie theaters worldwide, the head of operations, that's the guy that I was an assistant to, and then the head of the whole president of distribution. So he would have like all the big people like Tom Cruise and, all the Steven Spielbergs and all those people in there, and Ben Stiller. And I had a meeting with him, and I was like, I am a filmmaker, okay? I'm not an office worker. I am a filmmaker. I want to make a film. Can you help me, give me advice? And he was like, well, I'm on the sales end, but I want to help, I'm going to help you set up a meeting with our guy at DreamWorks who does, who basically buys films from filmmakers like you. So he set up a meeting for me at DreamWorks. And so then I went there during the day one time, during the time I was supposed to be at work, and I went to the meeting, and they knew that I was going there, and it was amazing. And he goes, do you want to work your way up in a film studio? Is that what you want to do? And I was like, no. And he goes, do you want to be a filmmaker? Like, you want to make film? And I said, yeah. And he said, quit your job tomorrow or today, quit your job, go work at Starbucks and just start making films. That's the only way in on this end. Make films to where you make so many films that your films are good. Enter them in film festivals. We'll find you. I promise you we'll find you. And I was like, really? So anyways, then I realized I don't need to work my way up. And, I knew that anyways. I knew I was just at, Paramount for a job. But that was really exciting for me because I was like, I'm going to do that. And then I started a film festival. So it's been a whole interesting journey. But I feel like my most exciting work as a filmmaker and as an actress and a writer is yet to come. I feel like this whole part is, I'm part of this, like creating a community, but then from here, I'm going to be enriched by this community as well, that I'm going to keep. I'm not going to get rid of the community to be a filmmaker. The community is still staying there, of mostly artistic, spiritual people, like warriors, but they don't have to be artists per se, but artistic, creative. But you don't even have to be that. And I feel like it's going to be finally the community that I've needed to really grow the roots the way that I've needed to grow the roots to grow this tree and be out in the world. I haven't had the right community, and I haven't been ready for it. I've done a lot of shadow work, a lot of like going down into the dark abyss, and I am in a good place now. So I'm ready to bring the elixir back. Yes, Dr. Brian Weiss is a good one too, Katie. Only love is real. Many masters, many lives. Yep, he's a good one too. Okay, yeah. So I have another podcast too called I Have Dreams, Damn It, which is more like how I talk to you guys, which is all about, but more so like the reality of the journey of following your dreams. And it's sort of based off of the hero's journey. And I'm going to get into that in the Sky Cafe in terms of using the hero's journey to help you understand what your hero's journey has been and what is your elixir. An elixir is basically the hero goes on a journey, and there's these 12 steps of the journey. And basically in every story, there's sort of a certain structure that's similar, screenwriting, stories, whatever it is. And I've studied this extensively. So this is like in film school, in workshops, in all kinds of things. And this is the number one thing that excites me because it blends spirituality with art for me, I think, just the idea of the hero's journey. But anyways, in a story, like if you think about it, like Romancing the Stone or like any of the great movies that you think of like throughout time, Star Wars, they come back with something. They come back with a newfound wisdom or something like a lesson. That's what we're all learning right now. A lesson about what not to do, how not to let the dark side take over again. And that's why we were talking last night in here about some ideas of the new government that we want, that we think would be a good idea to plug up the holes so that this never happens again. We can never have this happen again. And the most obvious one is a felon should not be able to run for any office, definitely not president. Also, the money in the campaigns, that needs to be capped. We can't have billionaires coming in and buying presidencies. So, we need to, I'm sure the people that we've elected have thought of things, but just in case they haven't, which we've been let down by a lot of them, we need to think of it ourselves. We need to think about what's the elixir from this journey? What have we learned from all this? What have we learned? Not just like, wow, there's so many not very intelligent people in this country. Forget that. Put that aside. What have we learned in terms of what do we need to make sure of? Who do we need to protect? What do we need to protect? We would have never thought to not have to write down not to have a felon. Like we never thought, because we wouldn't think a felon would ever even run. And if they did run, nobody would vote for them. But little did we know that felon would be connected to Russia and have a billionaire that has very personal interests to make sure he's in there. You know what I mean? All the corruption, we all know it. But little did any of the founding fathers know that that was something that was going to happen. So now we know. So yeah. Sorry, what do you think about people saying The Matrix is really a documentary? It could be. I think anything is really possible. In life, I'm not locked into anything. And I think that's, at first, that's kind of scary when you wake up and you really see that there's more to life. That can be very scary, very jarring to people. But once you kind of get over that, a lot of people then go from whatever it was before to like a new thing that they're rigid about. And it's like, we always do that. It's like Tarzaning our way through the forest. The point is to not hold on to anything. I think the goal for me is to not hold on to anything. I have things that I believe, and I have things that I would like to believe, like to think reality is, but, and those are the ones I invest in. But I'm not solid on it. I'm not like definitely 100%. This is what it is. I don't know. Sometimes I really think like, if this is, well, okay, let me say it this way. When I was younger, oh yeah, Blake and Justin. Oh my God, that's annoying. I'm about ready to make another video about that too. Yes, all votes should be counted. Exactly. When I was younger, again, when I went through this whole dark time in my life, I found this meditation where we got to hold on to the vine, though, if you're swinging through the jungle. Well, don't swing through the jungle. Maybe that's the problem. We all want a shortcut. Jump down onto the jungle floor and walk. Or just sit there. See what happens. Swinging through, going from one reality to the other. I just don't. If you want to do that, but don't hold on to it like it's like this is the fact, because then you're gonna, be flexible. So this meditation, this visualization meditation. I remember it was like this long dragged out thing where you're on a boat. You go to this forest, and when you get inside the forest, there's a circle of people all looking at you with so much love in their eyes, and they're all clapping and applauding you for a job well done with your life. All your enemies, all the people that loved you, all the people that annoyed the living shit out of you, they're all there and they're all proud of you. And it's almost like the end of a play when all the characters are applauding the star of the main character of the play. And so you see all the bad people are all standing there, the ones that were the evil characters, they're all applauding. And I always like that visualization because, everyone is really helping us grow. And maybe in a bigger sense, that's a great visual to hold on to, that ultimately we all come from love, and we're all here playing different roles. And definitely they talk about that in near-death experience stuff, that everyone is playing a role. And sometimes people from our soul family are playing a bad character in our lives, like, a family member with an addiction or, a frenemy or something, So I do believe that. I do believe that we're kind of playing roles, but how it gets organized, I don't know. I'm not locked into that because I don't know. I feel like all of the things that people believe are just different names for the same thing. Yeah, exactly. That's what it starts to get down to. Exactly. We have quite strict rules in New Zealand about donations and limits and required openness of it all. Yeah, for elections. Right. Right. That's right. That's how it should be. 100%. Okay, so I'm going to conclude the live, but I want to bring something up. Are any of you in here part of the whole Dreaming Woman 4 a.m. club scenario? I want to bring something up. And I really meditated on this, of whether or not to bring it up. And I feel like I need to bring it up. You're a part of that. Oh, no, wait, you're talking about something else, I think. Okay, you guys are part of the, okay. Okay, so I saw Gia Prism's video about the Dreaming Woman Council that she posted recently. I don't know if it was today. I think it was today. And I don't know anything that's going on, like behind the scenes. I have no idea other than, and I want to tell you, because the Libra in me would just be like, oh, just like, let's just let it all play out. But the Aries North Node in me, Aries Moon in me, I want to say outright what my views on all this are, without trying to be argumentative or petty, because I don't want to play into a lower energy at all. Take it with a grain of salt. This is just my perspective, and you don't have to resonate with me at all. You can be like, I don't agree with her at all. That's totally fine. When I first heard the term Dreaming Woman was from Ethical Psychic, and I love her. And I was like, sent her a message. I'm like, do you want to come on my live? Because I would love to have you. So she kind of kicked off her lives, and she says that when she came onto my live. And she had tried going live once before here, but I don't know if it didn't work out or whatever happened. But when she came on my live, it was really positive experience for her. So she started going live on her own. And that, I love that. I love her, Jennifer Lisa. I love her so much. And we text each other a lot. So we have a relationship off of TikTok. And so we talk about stuff. And I just feel when I see her, I feel like there's something I can learn from her. And I really, oh, she's live right now. That's good. Yeah, I feel like I really like her. This recording of this live is going to be on my YouTube channel. So if you missed this part, you can go back and watch it, because that's what I do. I post my lives on my YouTube channel. So basically, when I saw one of the four people, so it was Ethical Psychic, Gia Prism, Spirituality with Sam, and Intuitive. They declaring themselves the Dreaming Women Council, and that some people felt hurt by that and whatever. And then Gia Prism saying that that's probably people's shadow work that they need to do, because that wasn't what they intended. This is what I want to say about that. I was actually somebody hurt by that, because I did get triggered by that, because it is kind of mean girl vibes. And I really didn't understand why. My first initial reaction was, because how it was presented was, I saw a video saying, a bunch of us dreaming women, a few of us dreaming women have met, and we formed a council, and we're excited, and we want to share that with you, and we want you guys to, whatever. I don't even remember. But the whole way it was presented was like, I think it was Intuition. The one that I saw was Intuition Influencer. So she said, basically I saw her video. I just opened my app one day, and it said, yeah, we met. And so we're the Dreaming Women Council, and, we have all these ideas. And I was just like, wait, what? And it just kind of felt, obviously I recognize the part of it that is just me, an injured girl from high school, from mean girl shit, that, where it's very exclusive and people just form these little groups. And I realize that they feel that they don't mean it that way. But here's what I want to say about that. And I do hope they're watching this at some point, and I hope they watch this. To do that at all is patriarchal. Like, whatever you're saying, Gia said that they're not like that. They're being like matriarchal. No. To even say we are a council and we met, you are immediately putting yourself in a position of above everybody else. That is going to make everyone else feel like, I wasn't even going to say anything, to be honest with you, because I was like, oh, and I felt hurt. And I felt weird. But then I also was like, okay, if they don't want me to be part of that, that's fine. What can I do? I can't do anything about that, right? But people were coming into my live asking me about it. People had posted comments on my YouTube video asking me about it, saying, okay, so where's your, because they were all putting out videos or something with the hashtag, something about dreaming women. And I go, and they're like, where's your video? Someone said that to me. And I said, well, I'm not really going to do that. And then they said, I talked about spirituality and anger, about how anger is really important. And I have a video about that. And I looked it up on AI. And like, I just have this whole thought out thing about why I think anger is important. And a person commented on that video and said, well, that's not what the dreaming women say. They say we need to focus on love. And, I was put in a position to have to comment on this. So that's what I want to say, first of all. So I'm a person, I stand on my own. I don't need a clique of chicks or dudes or anything. I am a person that I stand on my own. I went through my darkness on my own. I stand on my own. I'm like whatever. But like I said, I love the watering hole. I love us coming together. But when that was put out there, I did send Ethical Psychic a text and I said, I just want you to know, who planned, was that you? Did you do the council? Because if it were her, I want to talk to her about it. And she said that she was part of the council, but that she wasn't that wild about how it rolled out. So you guys can talk to her about that, but it was a little, and I let her know. I said, it's a little off-putting. It feels weird. And she goes, well, that's not how it's meant, because we want everyone to form councils. But that's not what was said. If they would have come out, and I don't even know, I'm not talking about Gia and I'm not talking about Sam. I guess I'm talking about intuition because I only saw her. And I know her because she's been on my live. She never sent me a message like, hey, do you want to be part of a council? I never got any invite, which is fine. She doesn't have to invite me. But if you're going to come out and say we are a council and we met, how can you not say that isn't you putting yourself in a position of leadership? And I think that from a marketing point of view, you really missed the mark, you guys. This is for the four of you. You guys really missed the mark. And I'm saying this from a place of love because you already had everybody right here. You already had all the 4 a.m. people right here. You already had the dreaming women. You know how many women and men were speaking up because of you, because of all of us? Because of us sharing our stories on YouTube, on TikTok, on lives, on videos, we already were the councils. We all connect in different ways. I don't want to form a council with anybody. That's not the way that I operate. I don't want to form a council. I don't want to be leadership. And also I don't even want a group that I'm stuck to. I don't like that. That's why I say blue buddies. Like find a couple people you resonate with and check in with them every now and then or not. I don't know. I think life is very vast and we're dealing with very big situations right now. And this is a time to really find the thing that resonates with you. And that's what I always say, you guys. I want you guys, you think you dodged a bullet. I know, let them call them whatever they want. Exactly. I'm okay with that. But Gia's video, because I had texted Ethical about my thoughts about it, I don't know if they've talked about it and maybe if she were speaking about me, I don't know. Has somebody else contacted them and said they felt the ick about it? I don't like people in the spiritual community saying that as a response, saying, oh, that's your shadow work. I think that's very dismissive. I think that you should, as a leader, if you are going to be putting yourself, I consider myself a leader in my room, in my lives. If someone told me, I don't like the way you're talking about something, I need to think about that. I need to honor you enough and your intelligence to say, yeah, of course, shadow work is always there. But what if someone said, well, the reason why you guys don't like Trump is because you have issues with your dad. That's why you don't like Trump. Trump's actually fine. He's doing everything fine. You just have issues with your dad. I mean, we all have to check ourselves. I mean, of course, we all have constant shadow work to do. But also, sometimes you can be wrong about something. That's just all I'm saying. Sometimes you could have missed the mark on something. And I think that once you said there was a council and we met and we're at council and here's our message that we want everyone to say. We want everyone to make a video about this message that we met and talked about. I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's dismissive of other people and I'm not talking about myself. I'm not talking about I want to be part of the council. It wasn't that. It was that now people were coming into my live and coming to my videos like, oh, I thought you were one of them. And then I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I use the hashtag in my videos because I feel like we're all kind of this loose association. I don't really think of it as like a clique, club, nothing. I don't think they do either. But I'm just saying the way they rolled it out could have been done a little bit better. I think it sent the wrong message, and I don't think they meant that message. But I hope that they hear this message from me right now or from one of you and go, yeah, maybe we could have done that a little bit better. Take some ownership of it, because we're all pretty sensitive right now about anyone taking power. We're all a little sensitive because of what's going on in the world. So let's just be kind to each other. And instead of saying it's, let's not gaslight. Let's honor the intelligence of people. And if people felt a certain way, maybe there's some truth to that, and so one, I have shadow work to do always. We always do. I told you it did trigger the high school girl in me that got blown off a lot. But I worked that out. And you know who helped me work that out? I'm not going to get into it. The point is, somebody helped me work through that. They didn't help me. They just said one sentence that made me look at myself and go, yeah, I'm triggered. But then when I thought about it a little bit more, I was like, actually, though, I'm not wild about the whole thing. And I wasn't even going to say anything about it publicly until I saw Gia's video. And then I was like, I need to say something, because I'm one of the people that was upset about it, and I spoke to Ethical about it. So I don't know what was said or whatever, but just in case, because it's important in this journey that we're honest and that I'm trying to encourage you guys to follow your intuition. So what if one of you guys have an intuitive feeling about it also that's like off? I want to honor that in you, that maybe you're right as well. So let me go back and read your comments, because I don't even know what you guys said. I just wanted to get that all out. So I'm sorry. And so you don't have to agree with me. You can think, no, you're in the wrong, and that's okay. But I'm just letting you know that's what I think. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're all the leaders. We're all, that's what Pluto and Aquarius is all of us having a say. And I know they're saying that's what they want, but I'm saying by saying that you're a council and that you've met and that you have all these ideas for people or whatever, it's putting you in a position of leadership. And you're tagging that name onto it. So then all the people that felt like they were dreaming women are like, oh, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not a dreaming woman. Maybe I'm a junior dreaming woman. Maybe you know what I mean? It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And I know that they don't mean it that way, because it goes against the work that they do. And I don't know anything that Gia or Sam or I don't know what any of them have done. All I saw was Intuition's video. And then I texted Ethical, and I just talked to her about it. That's it. And then I just saw Gia's video today. That's all I know about it. And I'm just being honest with you guys that it did bother me. I did text Ethical. We talked about it. So that's my thing, just in case you were wondering. Let's see. Okay, Christine, you agree. Okay, interesting. The wording kind of has an exclusive society vibe to it. Yeah, Mr. K-Bear. Yeah, a little bit Lupe, a little bit of Mean Girls. Yeah, I know. And she even, Gia said that she brought up the Mean Girls thing. And it's like, not everything can be wrong, right? I mean, there has to be some truth if people say stuff. I don't know if who is she basing that off of, though? I don't know. Was it my comment that maybe Ethical talked to them about? And I don't mind her talking to them about what I sent her. I don't mind that at all, because it's a messaging thing. I said the messaging of that message. And also, you guys know I'm an advocate for brown and black people. I don't like the optics of, because I feel like the idea of Dreaming Women, I don't know, I might be wrong, but was Ethical's. She was starting the Dreaming Woman storytelling. Why is a white woman, I don't know, I'm sorry to say this, but why is a white woman like being a leader, a voice of that? I just don't think why does that keep happening? It's like we keep having the colonialism happen, even in the microcosm ways. I don't know. I'm being honest. And I know that's going to make some people not, resonate with me or whatever. But for the ones who do resonate with me, great. But I needed to say that, because I only want people that really that know that I'm being honest. I don't want you to ever to think that I'm bullshitting or hiding or playing. I don't play games. I don't lie. I don't, I am me. I am me, and that's it. Yeah, see, Christine said, I wondered why you weren't included. Many people wondered, and I don't even want to be included, but I'm saying it, people wonder because they're like, wait, aren't you part of that? Why weren't you? Oh, there might be a reason. Maybe she doesn't agree with it. Maybe, you know what I mean? People think, I would think if I weren't part of it, I would be like, yeah, why, what's happening there? It makes you, it just, it's weird. Buddhist Bean, hello. I didn't know you were here. You agree with me. Okay. K-Bear, I agree with you. A position of leadership. Yes. Understandable. I believe we're all in this together. I didn't like the title. Yeah, right. Exactly. Hey, Christine, I'm not going to read that out loud because that's going to be on the YouTube. I mean, even though it's sweet, but Trista, at this point, the council is so large. It's not just a few people. Oh no, Trista, the 4 a.m. club is separate from the Dreaming Women Council. Those are two different things. The 4 a.m. club, which isn't really a club, but it's people who woke up the morning after. Dreaming women are just anybody, whatever. It doesn't even matter, really. Who cares what it is, right? But they came out with, we met and we are the Dreaming Women Council. We formed a council. Then they said, but we want you guys to form councils. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying I agree, but we were already that. We were already councils. We were already those things. They introduced this, we're this council, they're the ones that introduced that energy. Nobody else did. Exclusivity. It's a touched elitist. I'm not going to read your names. I'm just going to read the comments. There's a lot more than a handful of people in the 4 a.m. club. Oh yeah, there's a lot. There's a huge amount. It's international too, which is why I am actually doing a documentary about once the Sky Cafe is situated over the next couple weeks, I'm launching into filming. I already have it all storyboarded, or not storyboarded, but outlined out, a docu-series about this. I'm a documentary filmmaker. I am making a documentary series about the 4 a.m. club, or maybe I should change the name, 4 a.m.ers, whatever you want to call it. People who woke up the day after the election and had a knowing and a calmness or something, you knew something. That is what I'm going to cover in this docuseries. So yeah, I'm fully aware of that. It's huge. And I talk about it a lot. If you're not a regular in my life, maybe you don't know that, but I talk about it a lot because I'm one of those people. I woke up at 4 a.m. So I'm one of those people. Okay. Thank you, Christine, Ryan, the ruler's soul. I appreciate you. Anger is an emotion of ego. However, ego is necessary for survival. Yeah. And so many ignore that. Yeah. Anger is very important. It shouldn't be described as a council. A Dreaming Women community would be more inclusive. Yeah. And I think they were trying to I think they can speak for themselves. You can ask them. I'll just say what I know. I think that they were just trying to get messaging to be more in unison, since a lot of people are coming to us in our lives or in our videos to stay calm during this scary time. And so I know that how many times have I said that? And I'm going to say it one more time. I know they had good intentions. I know they they're trying to just get all the messaging aligned so it's more powerful. I know that they meant well out of it, but I'm just trying to show them and anyone else listening how it looked from the outside. And it's not just people's shadows. That's part of it. But other part of it is it didn't have a good optic to come out that way. It really didn't. Because I think that was what was so beautiful about the movement was there was none of that. And I think to introduce that energy the way that it was, and I'm not alone in thinking this, it did a disservice to the movement. But that's okay. People mess up all the time. People make missteps. It doesn't mean the movement is wrong. It doesn't mean the movement's wrong. It doesn't mean the people are bad. They're all good people. I love all those creators. I really genuinely do. They all bring something unique and different to the table. And they're all, very... Find the people you resonate with. Seriously, that's what I just keep saying. If any person or combination of people in the spiritual community help you and make you feel calm and good, and you feel like you're learning from them and you're growing, that's where you need to be. That is where you need to be, wherever that is. If that's not here, then that's not here. I'm not even saying for me, wherever that is. And I really get a lot personally. I get a lot from, and I only catch her every now and then, spirituality with Sam. And I've said this before, the way she does her downloads and she writes them out, probably because I used to write a lot and it makes me crave wanting to write. But I like the way she organizes her writing and the way she talks about it. That's just personal to me. I really like that. It really resonates with me. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it. But the point is that everybody's different, and that's what we need. We need people to be different. There's a point to that. We need to be, so they're all good people. They all are serving, and I know they all meant well, and they just missed its mark a little bit with me and some other people. And honestly, I wouldn't even have talked about it if I weren't put in the position to talk about it. I think you dodged a bullet. Let them call themselves whatever they want. Oh, you're awesome on your own. Thank you. Blueberries. Linda, I agree. Council was not necessary. We are all inclusive here. Trista, they're not bad people. Oh, no. Not at all. They're not bad people. No, of course not. I would never say that. I will say, though, and I would like to say this to, and I've scrolled forward. I want to say to Mimi, I have to say this, and I probably should say this to you in private, but because it was done publicly in my room the other night, that really, please don't do that. Do not ask your guides who is a high vibrational leader. I really don't like that. And I don't think that's very loving to put yourself in a position to ask who first of all, you have to be a pretty clear guy or, conduit of that. All of it. It's just, please don't do that, Mimi. Again, like I really, because you had reached out to me or I'd reach out to you or something. No, you reached out to me and you said you had done a reading that you wanted to talk to me about. So I brought you on my live, and I love you. I love you. But as soon as you came into my live, you said, and I hadn't seen your video earlier about where you did the high vibrational thing or whatever. So that whole is SkyGirl a high vibrational? To do that in my live was like crazy. It was crazy. That's wild. What if it would have said no? And then you're sitting on my live. Like that's a little cray-cray. So I don't know. Just think that through a little bit, because it's also very dividing. And I don't like that, you guys. I don't like that. So don't do that. Okay. Just, that's my opinion. I think she's very loving. Everyone here is very loving. There's no one I've met that's an asshole or a bad person, but I'm just saying it was a little bit uncomfortable that she comes in and says, is SkyGirl? And I know she didn't mean it, but I'm just trying to tell you, I'm trying to hold up a mirror right now and say, think that through a little bit of how you would feel if someone did that about you, especially on my live. You know what I'm saying? So, and even if it said no, I know what I know about myself. I know I'm being, authentic. I know I'm bringing my heart. And if people get help out of that, then that's also what they know. So it's a weird exercise that I don't understand the point to it. Because if it's no, that's not fair. Because, and then if it's yes, that doesn't necessarily mean yes, right? Okay, that's it. Just a little housekeeping. I had to just say a couple things. And these are both things that happened to me that I'm not seeking out. Okay. I didn't seek these situations out. I don't want to get into low vibrational stuff. I don't want to get into arguments. I don't want to get into anything. I really want to avoid that. But there's no way to avoid speaking on something when it comes into your place. And that's what we're all learning right now, right? We're learning to speak our truth. And if I don't speak my truth, then how can I tell you guys to speak your truth, right? Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Iya. I am okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm totally fine. I was shocked. I was like, and I was so tired. You guys know the last few nights doing my lives, I've been out of it. Thank you, Patty, for the rose. I've been so tired. And so when she came on, and she did that, I go, what? Are you kidding me? And then I went back and watched the video of her doing that. And I thought, Mimi, no, don't do that. Like, stick to the stuff you're doing that's helping people. Don't do anything that could put anyone. See, you guys, what's the theme with me? I don't like hierarchies. I don't like anyone saying, this one's okay, this one's not okay. We're all okay. On camera, in the chat, anyone, all of us, we're all incredible, and we're all bringing something very valuable. We all have those puzzle pieces that put together complete the picture. And follow the people that you resonate with, that you learn from, that you get a good feeling about. Follow those people. Yeah, no masters, no slaves. Exactly. Like, just we're all doing good stuff, and I know everybody that I'm talking about means well, really. If I felt like someone didn't mean well, if I felt like they really had like dark intentions, I would straight up say it though. I'll tell you that much right now. If I felt like someone was really like, I would say something about it. I don't know how I would say it, but I would make sure you guys knew it, because I'd be like, stay away from that person. But I haven't met anyone like that yet, so I haven't had that happen yet. So, okay, that was a little bit uncomfortable for me. Not to say it, the saying part isn't the hard part. It's if somebody misunderstands what I'm saying or thinks that I'm being mean somehow. But that's that Libra, South Node, people-pleasing shit that's going on inside of me that I'm working away from. So, to conclude, none of them are bad people. They're all great people. They're all loving people, and they give so much of themselves here through their videos, through their lives, through everything. All of them they're such loving people, truly. Anything that they've done that has had the weird vibe or whatever was not intentional. But, you know, I'm just replying to the video that Gia said where it was shadows or something, our shadow work. And I just don't think that that's all it is. That's part of it, but I also think that they did miss the mark a little bit with rolling that out the way that they rolled it out. So, yeah, Libra rising. Yeah, I'm a Libra rising, but I'm also a Libra South Node, which means I'm supposed to move away from people pleasing. And that's hard. Like where I'm trying to just like get along, but then I've got this Aries moon that's always like, no, like standing up for stuff and fighting and being like, no, I have to tell the truth. And I'm like living in this personal hell of like, no, but I finally I've come to a place of peace, because I've learned that whenever I try to people please and I ignore my moon, you're an Aries moon too, Jessica. I knew I felt a kinship to you. I am at peace with the part of me that I'm willing to lose everything, because I know I don't mean anything bad by what I'm saying. I am not trying to hurt them. I'm not trying to divide the community. I'm not trying to do anything. I am actually trying to just give some feedback in a perspective that may not have been given yet. And I was talking to Ethical privately, but since I saw that video, I was like, let me just put this all out there in case, because I don't know who, what, whatever. Let me just clear the air and put that all out there. And I don't mean anything negative by it, you guys. Nothing negative. That's it. I'm not going to say anything else because I'm getting too much into my Libra energy. I'm just going to stand on my Aries moon and be like, that's right. I said what I said. Okay. All right. I'm glad. I'm happy. We're good. This is how we're going to build the new, is by speaking up and saying things and coming from a place of love. Thank you, Buddhist Bean. You appreciate my vulnerability. Rotaz. Okay, so it affected you as well. Interesting. Oh, McKinley. I was just talking about the whole thing, like the whole way it kind of rolled out. It just sort of, it made me feel a certain way, like personally, like my own thing of like, just why is there, we met and we are the Dreaming Women Council, and it just kind of felt like all of a sudden there was this like hierarchy that wasn't there before, which is what was so magical about it. And I did text Ethical about it. This was all weeks or a month ago, right? It was a while ago. And I wasn't even going to say anything other than Ethical, just because I talked to Ethical, in text all the time. And I knew that the Dreaming Women concept was hers, that she always talks about. So I was trying to figure out, like, was this you? Like, when was the meeting? Like, what? I don't understand what's going on. So she gave me a little insight on the back end of it all. And then I was like, okay. And then people were sending me messages or commenting on my videos or my lives and asking me questions about it. So I was like trying to kind of skirt around it. And I'm finally like, all right, let me just say whatever. And then Gia posted a video about some people feeling like what I just said. I don't know who said that. Maybe somebody else in the community said something to them. I don't know. But somebody, she said people feel like it was a mean girl thing. And then she was saying, no, it's not. They're coming from a place. They want everyone to form communities or councils, and that basically everyone has shadow work to do. And that's true. We all have shadow work to do constantly, 24/7. But the reason why I'm saying this is just my summary, because someone just came in, is that I think that it could have rolled out better. I think that it sent the wrong message, and I think it made a lot of people feel a certain way, not just me. So I'm just asking them to like think about that a little bit more, of what I'm saying, what other people are saying. Don't just discount that as shadow work. That's not fair to the intelligence of people. Because otherwise, let's just say Trump is our shadow. Trump is our collective shadow of working with our daddy issues. That's not true. Sometimes it can be both. It can be both. You could have shadow issues and something could be wrong or needing adjustment. So, why have I been so tired? I don't know. I think it's the Schumann resonance thing, governmental stuff. I'm building my community. It's a Sky Cafe. I'm building all the back end of that. And I've been helping my mom all weekend. So we have to get up at dark 30 and I'm gone all day. So I am doing a lot, but that's why I'm just tired. And I was so tired. Oh my God, it was crazy. Yeah, Lulu, right? I didn't like that part. I didn't like that part. Okay, I'm trying to scroll through it again because I'm really far behind. Lisa C, that's what I love about you. Thank you, Lisa. It takes one Lisa to know a Lisa. No, it's very uncomfortable and hard to speak your truth in a group, in a public group setting like this, because you don't want to come across as like petty or low vibrational, but then you also know that there's truth in what you're saying and that it needs to be said. So it's a tightrope, you're trying to walk that. And I've never talked to Gia Prism personally or Sam. I've never talked to either Gia or Sam directly. Oh, or I forgot the other one, Kate. I've never talked to her either. I have talked to Alyssa, intuition influencer. I've talked to her. She's been on my live more than once. And Ethical. Do you think some people on TikTok are pretending to be psychic? Yeah, I do. I also think a lot of people are being too flippant about spirituality, playing little games and toys. And I think I'm not saying everything has to be blood serious, but just be mindful. Use your discernment when you're following someone, when you're investing in them, like watching their videos or their lives. Like, make sure you feel a connection to what they're saying. If your intuition feels off, or if you just get this weird feeling about it, just look into that and trust that in yourself, because you know who is truthful and who's not. I love that you, and mainly you, bring on more men. My husband watches you with me. Oh, good. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I know so many incredible men that are very good at following their intuition. My partner, for one. I mean, I didn't even know how good he was at his intuition until, and I was probably typical, like, oh, he doesn't know. I don't like that. We need to stop bashing men. We need to start lifting them up, because really there are so many incredible men that are never like revered for their intuition. But when we were in the wildfire, it wasn't evacuation yet, because I was on the other side of Napa in Vacaville, and I was staying at this property, my friend's property, in the guest house, and I had 3 dogs and I have a little car, and we were sick of the smoke because it had been burning in Napa forever, and it was so hot. It was over 100. They had turned off the electricity, so there was no air conditioner. There was nothing, and I'd had it, and this had been night after night after night. So we said, let's just go get a hotel room for the night. So we were loading the car, and I have 3 big dogs and a little car. And so I put the 2 dogs in there, and I said, let me come back for the 3rd dog, because she's hyper and wild. I said, I'll drop you guys off at the hotel, and then I'll come back and get her. And my partner Dapo, was like, no, we're all going together. And the fire wasn't even in our town yet, and there were no evacuations or anything. And I was like, why? It's not, I'll just come back and get her. It's not that far. And he was like, we're sticking together. And we got in a big fight about it. I was so irritated with him. I was like, this is so stupid. What is he doing? Like, no, I'm going to come back and get her. It doesn't make any sense. And he stood his ground. He was like, he said, I'm not going unless all of us are going. And I was like pissed. And I think I didn't talk for like 20 minutes. I was just like, this is stupid. And finally I was like, fine, whatever. So we all shoved into the car and we went. As soon as we got to the hotel room, I got a call from my friend who lived on the property, and she said, where are you? We're being evacuated. I tried to drive back over there to help her with the cats and the other animals, and the police had already blocked off the road. I would not have been able to go back and get my dog. I'll never forget that. His intuition is spot on, and I've learned to listen to it more and encourage him to listen to it as well. So men are incredible. We need to encourage them as well. So dreaming men and women, we should update that hashtag, because we don't want to move forward with just women. We need men too, and especially awakened men that respect women, respect feminine rising, feminine energy, and listen to their intuition. That is powerful. That is powerful because they know our power and they respect it. That's powerful. And hello there, Christine Ryan, the ruler's soul's husband. Thank you for watching. I think we all have to be careful to self-reflect in this new phase and grow wisely. I love that. Yes, and I'm trying to do that with myself too. Thank you for saying that. I'm trying to be careful with what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. Hopefully I did that. Hopefully I did it respectfully, but you know, time will tell. Time will tell. But yeah, as you guys are on this journey, you know, you're going to have to learn to speak up in times that are very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable to bring stuff up sometimes because you know that people are going to be like, did you hear what she said? You know, people are going to misunderstand or, you know, think, oh, she doesn't get along with them or, you know, all I can do is speak my truth and you either, you know, it either resonates or it doesn't resonate. I don't know. I have no control over that. All I can do is speak my truth and know what's in my heart and that's it. Right? Right. Okay, let me go back down here. Let's see. My God, I'm trying to go all the way back here. Where am I? It just popped forward too. I hate when it does that. Okay, there I am. Nessa, thank you for saying that. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for your honesty and for being real. Absolutely, Lolly. I will always be truthful with you guys. I will always be truthful with you guys. Trust me on that one, okay? I went through hell. I shouldn't be alive. And now that I'm alive, I'm here for a reason. I'm here to help you. I am not whimsical about this shit. This is real. And we're here to learn and we're here to like transcend and we're here to help the world and we're here to do all kinds of things. I will always be honest. I will, you know, I'll always be honest. And period. And we're under so much pressure. Exactly. I can tell we are talking about, oh yeah, I read that part. Girl, I know about those scales. Libra rising here. I saw that when it popped up. Libra moon here, Libra north. Oh, gems. So you need to learn to be more community oriented. If you're a Libra north, you need your Aries way. You need to learn how to work with others and how to see all sides of things and that kind of stuff. And I can teach you a lot about that because I lived that. I'm trying to step into my Aries moon more, my Aries north node. Jessica, do you know your north node, south node? Because I'm interested to see if, and I had ChatGPT give me some cool insight on that because I said, my Aries moon, I have an Aries north node and I also have an Aries moon, which is my emotions and stuff. I have a Libra south node and a Libra rising. I said, what insights can you let me know about this? Like, how does this all work together? And it gave me some incredible insights. It was like my knowing which way to go in life and which actions to take are directly connected to my emotions. So by me being angry or hurt by something isn't just a trigger. It isn't just shadow work. It's actually the way into my intuition and the way what informs my action. The trick is to not get too into my emotion and get lost in it. To get too angry to where I'm just stuck in the anger and I don't care who I hurt. And I'm just like, I don't care, you know, or too into hurt or too into anything. Like just let it be a thing that happens that I pass through. But it really is a signal to me and about something that's going on for me specifically. And ChatGPT helped me break that down. That was amazing. Miss Ninja, I feel you give and receive all thoughts and information so gracefully. Oh, I trust you fully. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. And again, I don't necessarily want to be a part of anything. I actually prefer, I like to be alone, kind of. I just thought we were all in this together, but separately. Like, watering hole, we're all our own crew. And if you need to have a few people in your crew, that's okay too. But I kind of thought we were all doing our own thing. I didn't think I don't need to be part of anything to whatever. I show up on my own. I'm fully happy with that. It's just the creation of it. And, you know, I'm not going to go over it again. I'm trying to stay away from my Libra energy right now. Yeah, go watch the video, Ia, to understand her point and what she was trying to say. And just if you resonate with what she's saying and, you know, then that's fine too. Sugar and spice. That's right. Okay. Katie Cat, Libra sun. Let me picture that. Libra Jupiter. Interesting. Wow. Are you a lawyer? Are you like in law or like art? Some kind of like, Saturn and Aries moon. I have a Saturn and, Aries moon. Me too. Wait, I have Aries, Saturn and Aries. Wait, yeah, Saturn and Aries too. Exactly. Hi, Optimus. Mad Mama, how do you figure out what you are? I just know I'm a Gemini. Go to what's the one I like, you guys? I always tell you guys. Cafe, Astro Cafe, one of the ones. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's a free website where you can look it up. You can even go into ChatGPT, chatgpt.com, create a free account, type in your birthday, your birth date, time, and location, and say, what are my north and south nodes? What are my, ask all of it. Say, can you give me a basic overall astrological birth chart analysis? And it'll give it to you for free. Okay. Thank you, K-Bear. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Astrology Cafe and do a birth chart. That's what it is, Astrology Cafe. Hey, Wakeand Blade. Wakeand, I don't know what that is. Wakeand. Libra Sun and Rising here. Wow. People pleasing. Hard to stop. Whoa, that's crazy. I would lose myself with that. The people pleaser in me would just completely like spin out of control. Yeah, that's Saturn in Libra, Jupiter in Libra. Wow, got a lot of Libra energy in here. I like it. I like it. Libra and Aries, which doesn't surprise me because that's all over my chart. So maybe this is the Libra Aries club. Oh gosh. Okay, let me see. Thank you, K-Bear. Thank you, Nessa. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I love you guys. That's more important. That needs to be known. I love you guys. Okay, let's see. Your feelings are always valid. Thank you, Iris. Thank you. You know what? I'm actually going to sign off, Trista, but if you want to come up for a few minutes, that would be fine. But I just want you to know I'm like really tired right now. So I'm going to accept you, but just know that I'm like, and seen. And I'm still trying to catch up on these comments. Okay, are you there?
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Let me get this
Hello,
back in the
painter girl, you.
So, I don't know why I felt the need to share this, but remember yesterday how I mentioned that Ukraine? I'm really tired too. Do you see that?
I know, we're all like, yeah.
Remember yesterday how I mentioned that Ukraine, Zelenskyy has like a really interesting energy?
Yes.
Well, I painted this last week.
That's his energy.
What do you see in that?
Now, this was before his flag meeting. Colors. What? What'd you say, Trista?
Oh, I said this was before his meeting.
Yeah.
With Dumpy Pants. This was like 2 or 3 days before.
First of all, yeah, I just want to say like what Iris said.
I keep looking at it going, thank you.
What I get is
I keep feeling
that
like
anger. Through that, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Do you want me to say what I get from it? Okay. So the red rabbit is red anger, energy, fast. The way they were coming at him fast and like, trying to tag team their insults with him, and it was getting fast and heated. But out of that, this incredible, like, inspirational vision for democracy and for how we really want to support each other in the world, and Ukraine being sort of the visual thing that we're locking onto, is rising out of that, and it's way bigger than this little rabbit thing. The rabbit thing is going down and the bird is going up. It's like the bird is going up into the future and the rabbit is going down into the past. That's what I feel.
Interesting.
Anyone else want to say anything?
It was
No, it's really
interesting because after I painted that, so me and my guy, we went to the lake on Saturday, and I kind of like wandered around in nature. And as we were walking on one of the trails, I got just kind of words in my head. He is the key, and I went, the key to what? And I was like, the key to what? Go on, tell me
the information.
Because I was thinking about the meeting and how much it upset me. Right. And I have to wonder if maybe that means that Ukraine is the key to stopping this. That if Ukraine is empowered, if Russia is taken down, maybe
Hmm.
that stops this whole mess.
Well, and
But I mean, it's
also,
all, I don't know.
no, it's great. And I do think that what what they just did to Ukraine is bonded all of our allies in a way that they've probably never been bonded before. And I think they're shocked that US has gone so low with him that they're realizing they can't wait for
Hmm.
us anymore. And not that they're leaving us entirely, but that they can't wait for the big US, United States of America. They're stepping into their power. That's what I feel. I feel like all these other countries are really stepping into their full power and like doing things they've never done before in terms of what money they're giving, how they're involving themselves. It's like, and so when we do come back around with better leadership, it's going to be even more powerful. And we're going to crush that little gremlin, that little Kremlin.
Absolutely, because that's the heart of all of this is Russia
Yeah.
and what Russia has done to its own country. What Vladimir P has done to its own country has crippled that particular country. They used to have democracy there. So I don't know. It was just a
Yeah.
thought I wanted to
Oh, I love
share.
that. Mr.
Um,
Kaber said the dove
also,
of peace mixed with a feeling of urgent survival from the rabbit. Wow, that's powerful. The dove of peace mixed with a feeling of urgent survival from the rabbit. Wow. Yes. That's powerful. What would you call that?
interesting. What, the painting
Yeah,
or the energy?
the painting.
Hope. I'd call that hope.
I like that.
Remember, I said when he's in our country, I see his colors everywhere. This was days before he came.
Oh,
So
wow.
I don't know.
See, that's why I think artists are like channeling in information. Sometimes you create something, you have no idea what you're creating, You just have an urge. That's channeling. That's channeling. It's going to force Putin to refocus his
And
resources and
as
keep
a
Mango in position. Yeah.
yeah, as a side note about the Dreaming Woman Council, I just want to say that when I was saying that we're all a council, like we all are part of this entire thing. We're all of this web. There's a reason we all kind of woke up at the same time and had the same feelings and reached out to each other. That's
Yep.
because we are meant to get up and lead in some way. We're meant to stand up and just be a part of this thing.
Absolutely.
So for four people to come together, that's great, but definitely don't start, dividing each other and singling each other out because it does no good. It really
Are you
does no
saying
good.
for me?
For in general, for them to, kind of like put the block like I did notice that in some of their sessions they were questioning who was high vibrational leaders and such, and I'm like, well, we all woke up at the same time for a reason, didn't we?
Yeah, we're all high vibrational.
That means that we're all high vibrational leaders. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think that we need to, yeah, we just need to encourage each person. This is the most incredible time of like, I love the feeling of everybody being powerful. It feels good. I love it. And so when
I
that
think so
that
too.
popped up to me, it kind of all I felt like the old energy of like, oh God, here we go again. But literally, I loved it. I love that hashtags are connecting us and like you can find, other people. Someone wants to see her painting again. Doria just popped in and she wants to see the painting again. Can you pop that up again?
Can you see it?
Yeah, I'll back up a little bit. I think there's a delay in yeah. So there's like a dove coming up and then the rabbit running down. I just love it. It's so good. Love, love, love. Nessa, I want to address your comment. It is always important to express ourselves, and there's no darkness in expressing something you don't like and saying that something that you envision that that maybe something was going against that energy a little bit. It's actually important that we do that. That's how we differentiate ourselves. We each need to have our voice. Even if we're wrong, we have to, when you're doing art, for instance, it's not perfect inside of you and then it comes out as a perfect thing. It comes out and then you have to make adjustments. You edit it. If you're doing a sculpture, you're taking pieces away and you're cleaning things up. So to express ourselves, especially since a lot of us, this is new, and this is what I've been talking about, that the blueberries are learning how to fight for ourselves and speak up for ourselves. It's sometimes going to come out in the wrong way, or sometimes people are going to get the wrong message, or sometimes whatever. But the only way to address that is by getting it out. So it's important to express ourselves. And, Trista was on my live the other night, which was another part that I talked about with Mimi's pendulum, and how I didn't like that she asked if I was a high vibrational leader with me on my live. Like, I love her, but like, don't do that. It, like, really put me in a weird position. And also, I just don't think she should do that at all. Personally speaking, I just don't think that's not going to help anybody. That's not good.
Right.
But she can do whatever she wants to do. It's her channel, and people like her, and that's fine. But I'm just letting you know my opinion about it since it happened on my live. And so, because a couple people in my life are asking me, like,
Doria.
what was that? What?
Yeah. Doria says, I have no idea what your painting was, but I recognize the colors from my own vision today.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I really like it. Trista. It's really pretty.
I'm holding it
It's
up
the
again
perfect,
so
like,
everyone can see what
energy.
she's talking about.
Yeah, she really, Luke likes the colors.
Thank you. I don't normally paint this light either, which is interesting.
It's really neat. And then for anyone who's new, she actually painted that before Friday's meeting. She just had this thing to paint it, and then
a few days before.
And then when did you get the Ukraine is the key message? Today?
So that was after the meeting. I was in the middle of the woods. It was Saturday, walking on a trail. And it was just, he is the key. And I was like, who? What's the key? Who's that? What are we talking about?
Katie brought up a good point. She said,
it just comes in like that.
Don't rabbits represent spring as well? Because that's what we're moving into. A lot of people are saying this is when it's all going to happen. Yeah. Mad Mama thought the bird was a leaf at first. That's interesting.
Kind of does look like a leaf.
Yeah, it could be too. It's a very light, but there's motion in the energy and in the colors. I love it. It's really it has a good feeling. We have lower vibrational energies for survival. It's necessary. We just can't live in it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Uh-oh. Is dying. My phone's dying. I have to plug my phone in. Anyways, yeah, so let's see. Yeah, K-Bear. I know I was like,
I appreciate you letting me share that, by the way.
Yes, thank you for sharing it. I mean, art is the way through this. This is so weird. Lisa C, she thought it was a distorted picture of Trump. I know, we're all like, it's like Rorschach test or ink test. We're like, I still see him. I see him everywhere. What is happening? That's, yeah, like the orange part somehow. Lisa, that is so funny.
I can kind of see it, honestly, like if I cross my eyes a little.
Yeah, right.
That is so funny.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing that. That's going to stick with me. I feel like I was meant to see that. And I think other people in here were meant to see it too. That's a very beautiful painting. I'm really glad you shared that. All right, I'm popping you back down so I can say good night to everybody.
I hope it helps.
It did me. I don't even care about the people in the chat right now. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's 111 people in here. Yay. No, it's meant something to me, and I can tell
I see
some other people too. Oh, Mr. K Bear wants to see it one more time. I think you have to back up a little bit because it's not fully in the screen. And then move it more towards your face. Yeah, perfect. Yep, right there. It's really good. Good job. All right. Thank you, Kristen. Or Trista. Why did I say Kristen? Did I see someone named Kristen? No. Where did I get that?
It's okay.
I know
I
your
get
name is
Kristen,
Trista.
Crystal, Christina. I'm like,
Oh, Laura sees a face in there. That's interesting. Kaylee, are you in
oh
here?
wow, no, like right here, right? Right here.
Who said they saw it? Laura saw a face. Where's the face, Laura? Hi,
Bottom right
Kaylee. How
corner.
are
Yeah.
you? Yellow and blue dot, or wait, yellow and blue in the dove pops out Ukraine. Yeah, oh yeah, the colors. Yeah. Smiley face. Laura sees smiley face. Raspberry's gonna run in their rabbit hole while the blueberry's gonna soar. Yeah, that's a good interpretation. Jem
Yeah.
said raspberries are gonna run into the hole. I like that. Yellow has to do with the emotional. It's the solar plexus chakra. It's your personal power. That's what yellow represents. Green is unconditional love,
Oh
heart
wow.
chakra. Blue is throat chakra, and it's about speaking your truth. So those colors, you know. Fear is red. That's being,
Interesting.
fear is being chased away. Another way to look at it. Near bunny face, sort of eyes sideways.
Oh, I can see the side profile right here. Yeah, I can kind of see that. It's interesting because when I start painting, sometimes I literally just go with like abstract lines and shapes and build it from there. And that's kind of how this one wound up. So you could be seeing any number of things in that background. I mean, no telling.
Oh yeah, that's why I love art. Anyone can see anything in it. You see what you're meant to see. Absolutely. All right.
So if
Well,
you guys
thank
are
you,
seeing
Trista. You
faces
guys
or
follow
anything like that,
Trista.
maybe that's what you need to see in it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Thank you.
The
And
white
I
is the
promise I'm gonna
crowners.
go live. I need to be at my house for longer than an hour.
Okay, you're gonna go
I'll make
live
a post about it.
right now. You're
I
going
am.
live. Okay, everybody. If I'm
Think
gonna be saying goodbye in like 5 minutes,
I
so
think
that's what
I'll
I'm gonna
do.
do. Head over there if you want to stay live.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow Trista.
Yeah.
She's like my buddy. She's amazing and she's a worthy follow. Smart, talented, kind, thoughtful. I like her hair, and she's a good painter.
Oh, I like your hair too. You have like the most gorgeous, like
Oh my
golden
God.
waves. Like I shit
Oh
you not.
God. It's so gross right now. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Sparkle Pony. Okay, I'll check you down. Make sure you guys follow her. She's gonna go live after, around the same time. So bye, Trista.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm going. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for being such an amazing community. I remember sometimes when people speak their truth, sometimes it makes you uncomfortable. I know that because I experienced that as well. And just remember that it's okay. It's always okay. It's better that people speak their truth and that they come from a place of love and that they're just expressing themselves, especially with the new thing we're moving into where we're trying to encourage people to talk. We need to be good listeners, right? We need to try not to be so triggered by people bringing things up. It's okay. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We're all very strong and we're very incredible. So this is my backup account. If you're not following, I'm banned from messages on the other one still. What is your other one, Gems? What is your other one? Let me make sure I'm following you here. Wait, let me see. Oh, I'm not following you. Okay, now I'm following you, Gems. What was your other one? Was it like similar name? What was it? Anyways, you guys, keep following your intuition. Use your discernment. Make sure you check in with yourself. And oh, you're welcome, Sparkle Pony. Check in with yourself, with any of the spiritual community people. We're all learning too. We're just being called to be on camera and to lead with programs. Some of us offer programs, some of us do it as a business, some of us do it just because we feel like doing it. But make sure you're always checking in with yourself. You know, you're the final say. You have wisdom in yourself. You know what you need. That's why I could never be a salesman, because I hated telling people that they needed to buy like sheets. I worked at a linen place, and I remember you have to like tell people, yeah, no, you need these sheets. And I remember thinking, I don't know what they need. I want to help them figure out what they need. I want to help them figure out how to listen to themselves so they know what sheets to get. And all my, coworkers would be like, no, you have to tell them the most expensive sheets and get them to buy those. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm not going to be a good salesperson. So there you go. I can tell you what her other screen name is once the live ends. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Kaylee, I'm so sorry you just got here and I'm already leaving, but I've been on for a couple hours. I got on at like 7:30 tonight and it's 10. You had a blueberry pie day. Oh, March 14th. Oh, that's right. See, that's the date I picture. Remember? Did you hear me say that? I picture the 13th and the 14th overlapping for some weird reason. Thank you, K-Bear. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. I'm excited that this week I'll be able to work on it because I won't be helping my mom this week. So that'll be great. You got those dates too. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I trust your judgment on that. Oh, it's a lunar eclipse. And that full moon, it's on the 14th. And then it's a lunar eclipse on the full moon, right? Maybe April 1st will be New Year's Day next year. Cat Mojo, yay. Yeah, if you want to hear what I had to say about the whole Dreaming Woman thing, this recording, I'm burping, will be on my YouTube channel. And we'll see what happens with whatever. Yeah, you can fast forward to, I try to put timestamps in, but it's very time consuming because I have to watch it all the way through. I have to make sure I know where the times are. And if anyone is on my YouTube channel, you can add timestamps. If you like doing stuff like that, that'd be a huge service. I would love that. Don't feel like you have to, obviously, but I try to do it. And if I can't do it, I would love it if anybody else would ever want to do timestamps, mostly I'm talking about on my lives, just because they're like hours long. And if somebody wants to go right to a meditation or right to a topic, that kind of helps. So hugs to you, Trista. Group hug with all the blueberries. Love you guys. And I will see you guys back to the lunar calendar. Okay, good. I'll check it. I'll check it out. And Sterling came out. Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. He doesn't have any time codes. I like it when someone does the time codes so I can jump to the ones I want first. And then I'll go back and watch through the other ones. I just have no patience right now because I'm dealing with so much information that I like to go right to like the election, like right to what's happening right now. So we'll see. All right, you guys, have a good night. Have a good Sunday night. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the 3-3 portal. 3-3 portal, very powerful for manifestation. So I'll see you tomorrow. And those of you in the Sky Cafe, I will be posting in there tomorrow. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being my waterhole blueberry friends. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.